and we good. It's not even a countdown. It just goes straight to it. All
Oh,
right,
that's
Pop, we
crazy.
live. We live, re-recording right now. The first ever
Well,
Bully
welcome,
Season
welcome, welcome.
podcast.
Yeah, man, it's bully season. I know it's a different view, different site. You know what I mean? Snowstorm, NY 2020. It's a great way to end 2020. You know what I mean? But of course,
Yeah.
we couldn't miss this episode. You know what I mean? Got ShooterFam in the building. We've been looking for this episode for a minute.
Hey, that's a fact.
You know what I
What's
mean?
good?
I'm
You're
gonna
a
have the
very
bombs
busy
on the
guy.
side. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, yeah. I ain't got my bombs today. Yo, shoot, you're a very busy person to get in contact with, man.
Nah, nah. I don't think so. I don't really think
Listen,
so. But yeah,
listen. We know so. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And you know what?
I respect it.
It wouldn't be bully season if I didn't have a drink. Now I mean tequila, straight imported from Mexico. Gee, I'm fancy, baby.
Yeah, I got my drink
got
right here.
tequila.
Straight from
Got his
Drink
Mexico.
right
water.
Look, I
I'm over
mean,
here. I'm over here relating to all my middle class folk.
the
Got a
crazy part
Heineken.
is usually I don't. Usually I don't drink white, but this is imported. So you know what I mean. I try to,
here.
I try to be different from
Oh, that's
everybody
good.
else.
We could do a little toast. That's good. You drinking water.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
I got
Drink
you.
water,
Got you.
drink water, mind your business. Know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That's where it go. But shoot, how you been? How you been in 2020, man?
Nah, it's been alright. It was 2020 just been a year for me just to just think about like anything I need to correct for myself. It's like just self evaluate, like yeah, like just me just evaluating myself and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's been a big self-evaluation year. Like I feel like out of everything going, if you haven't focused or made any improvements on your personal life, with whether it comes to business, relationships, or whatever,
Hmm.
it's been a year of reflection. I think like from a personal standpoint, I've reflected on a lot of shit that I've done wrong in my life. Like it was like
Okay.
not just trying to correct shit. To go step in 2021, whatever happened in 2021, on a positive note. Like
Okay.
this year resolution gonna be some real resolutions for people. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But what's
Oh yeah.
going on with
Oh,
you? I mean, what
nah, definitely,
you feel what I'm saying?
definitely. I
Like
know
in
your resolution gonna be crazy.
facts. So in what way have in what like direct detail way has you 2020 helped you on your path?
All right. So 2020 basically like it made me like because before last year I was just like when I first ever started clothing it was just straight release, release, release. 2020 gave me the opportunity like you can sit out and just plan real quick, plan out what you want to do next, and that's what I took the time to do. And I'm
Mm.
just yeah just trying to plan for the future because when I first started clothing it was just go on the go on the go,
Mhm.
but now I'm just balancing everything out.
Well, I remember early on, your pieces. I've been looking at your pieces. You've really like your design changed the way you approach things seem a little different.
Hmm.
Like it seems a little bit more complex, which is dope
Yeah.
because it shows the growth in actual your designs. So how do you go about your designs?
All right, so look, every design, like I have a meaning behind every design I put out. Like I tell a message through my clothing. So when it comes out to design, it's like it's actually like a feeling that I'm feeling on this journey, like on becoming like a big time designer or anything. I'm just anything I'm feeling at the moment, anything that was thrown at me, I just like will listen to music and then I'll just think of something like I could probably be listening to I don't know anything like something about heartbreak. I'll just try to flip the heartbreak and turn that into design, like and try to think of different quotes and stuff like that. But yeah, this 2020 is like I haven't dropped my best yet. Now I could say like I have a lot in the stash, like a lot in the stash. Like my next collection I'm dropping, it's not gonna be my best of collection. I just know it's gonna be a great collection, but not gonna be up there. Like
So do
you
you
feel me?
have like when you drop your collection, is it like seasonal? Do you drop them seasonals or you drop it just off feel?
All right, so it's like oh Phil. That's the
Okay.
thing. I didn't release. All right, so at this moment, I didn't release clothing in a year.
Mm.
So I didn't release no new designs in a year. So
Oh,
basically,
so you stacked and ready.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like this collection is not the only. This is a collection after this. After it's like it's just it's in a line. It's in an order. So but it's like with my collections, I do something different. I don't do like the SF19 or SF20, SS20 or FW20 or AW20, whatever they call it. I just do
Mm.
SFW20, like spring, fall, winter. summer. The other S is for spring, summer, fall, winter. So I do SFW 20.
Okay, so what's your schedule for dropping?
I'm dropping it tomorrow.
Hey.
Oh, we got the super exclusive ShooterFam dropping tomorrow. So
we got Mark to what's today's date? Just in case people watching this and
today's the
in
18th.
the future.
December 19th.
The 18th, no, it's the
17th.
The
17th?
No, it's the 17th today. The 17th today, yeah.
Look, all this shit been crammed in. I'm a day ahead. I'm always a day ahead. So what pieces are you dropping tomorrow? Like what I don't want you to give out too much of what you're dropping, but what can we look forward to? Like the designs, is there a color scheme you went with? Like how are you going about it? Are you doing like a holiday giveaway sale?
Okay, that's the thing with that is like I'm not gonna do a sale right off like, cause literally a week from I drop, it's gonna be Christmas, so I'm not gonna do a sale. So, but when it comes down to the collection, it's just my past collection is nowhere compared to this collection. Like when it comes down to the colorways, to the designs itself, like the value of it increased. Like not the price of it, but the value of the design is like increased, and it has a more like impactful like meaning. Like you could really relate to my clothing. Like even if you want to just go on the website just to look at the design, you could read the description, you could see what's the meaning of it. You could get motivated off of it. So I'm just saying what you saying?
I said that's dope. Each piece has, got something behind it. So you
Yeah.
can feel what I felt when you wear it. You know what I mean? So if you're looking for a piece that exemplifies heartbreak, love, money, motivation, all that plays into the piece that you want. That's dope. Because usually when I buy pieces, like say if I'm buying a hoodie and I'm looking for, we wear things depending on our moods as well. Colors, black, red, like bright colors, do it like that. So that's dope that you can actually read the description. I haven't seen anyone do that. That's really actually new to me. Gee, you know anything about that?
Honestly, nah. Like I've done my online shopping and stuff, and whenever I'm looking at stuff, like I'm usually looking at the how it looks and everything, but like there's nothing really in the description. Like it's just like red top, medium large. Like with yours, like it's you go to the site, it's a little more of an experience. It'll get you to come back because that lets people know for the next things that are dropping, it's going to be different pieces with different personalities, like in a sense. Be a different personality wearing a different shirt. Come on.
It's fact. So are you making is it unisex pieces? Are you coming up with a line for men and women? Like what's expected to drop?
All right, so basically everything is unisex. Like it's true to size. Everything's unisex because if it's like if I drop certain designs for like women, they will sometimes like the male designs. Like I had this like for my collection I dropped last year. Literally, I dropped a shirt for women, and then the males wanted the shirt. So I was like, I'm gonna just stick to the unisex. You gonna just whatever one you like.
Smart.
You gotta go for what the people like.
That's smart. Yeah.
That's dope.
They be on me because literally one of my friends like, yo, bro, I like this shirt. I love this shirt. Next, it's only women's sizes. Like it's a women cut. So yes, I decided let me just do. Like,
gotta make sure. Yeah, gotta make sure you please both sides. I mean, I still got that stress free shirt. I got a stress free shirt. If you ever see me wear that stress free,
I told you
white
shit was
tee,
always fire. That shit's fire.
Yeah, that's his. And like I don't remember how I got it. I don't remember when I got it. But I remember I just started wearing it and I'm like, yo, this shit is like it's fire, and it embodies like me too. I'm very laid back. I'm very stress free. So like when I wear that shirt, I'll be feeling extra stress free.
The thing about that design was my first design. Yeah, and
that was the first one. Come on, that's good.
Yeah, that design.
So, I gotta keep
got
that.
A collectible.
I gotta keep that shirt. I gotta keep that shirt now.
You got a collectible.
I gotta frame it.
The crazy thing about that shirt is like I'm re-releasing it in this collection coming up. I'm re-releasing it, but my material, all of that is different from that. Like that shirt is just you got my first ever piece. So like That's what the
Hey,
first time I actually like. Let me go get
hey.
a couple shirts. You feel me? So you got the first one with the tag and everything.
That's
You got
when
it.
that's when someone got the Air Ones, the first Jordans,
Yeah.
Facts.
the first group that he ever made.
You gotta
Come
frame
on,
that
they
TG.
they'll
You can't wear it
come
no more.
on.
You gotta frame it,
I
throw it
got
on the wall.
That's a
all
fact.
right, I got a frame and throw it on the wall now, man.
Because my
Yeah, you
material and
can't.
everything's different.
So when it comes to exposure, are you planning to do like a photo shoot to get it out there? Do you have people that's gonna wear it? Get exposure? Because now when it comes to clothing line, like we already pretty much went through what makes you different. But when
Yeah.
it comes to exposure now, I think that's in this day and age, I think that's some of the most important things because you have a regular clothing line, but you get somebody
Hmm.
big to wear it, just a t-shirt or just anything, that shit just blows up. So
Okay.
what's your plan on going for exposure?
All right. So when it comes down to that, I like when I first started, like I was trying to go for the big names, trying to hit people up. I hit up Fatboy SSC, I hit up different people, different like all over. And then at one
Hmm.
point, there was somebody that basically his little brother. He's known in like Atlanta, in different countries. His name is Lovato. So basically, his little brother hit me up. Was like, "Yo, I want to model for your clothing and stuff like that." And then he started messing with my clothing. Then that just continued to go on. And then like when it comes down to like celebrities, I don't plan on trying to aim for them because it's I want people to like love my clothes. I don't want them to go because they follow the wave. I want them to actually like
For
embody it.
clout,
Like
okay.
yeah, like because
You want that? You want that? Like, yeah.
I'm not gonna like if I have people that had like clout in my DMs. Literally, I have people that
Hmm.
the girls, all of that. I got models, so it's like, but I don't want if I could do it, I'm gonna do it. But if I don't have to do it, I'm not gonna force it.
That's
I'm
what
gonna
you
make it
saying. Like
comfortable.
you like wear it because you love it, not because I asked you to.
Yeah,
Facts,
because
yeah.
once they see other celebrities wearing it and stuff like that, they're gonna just want to just wear it for that. But no, I want you to actually like my clothing. Like you're gonna just it's a dope piece,
An
not because
authentic feel.
yeah. Of course if a celebrity anybody shouts my brand out, of course I'm gonna take it.
Of
I'm gonna
course, you
market
gotta jump on that, but
it.
that I'll get you. But that's not what I'm reaching for. You know what I mean? You're reaching
Yeah.
for because the crazy thing is when it comes to celebrities and every that they wear it, but they're not the people that pushes the brand. They're not the people that continue to buy it. They're not the people that continue to do that. Like they wear Gucci, they may wear Fendi, they may wear
Mhm.
Goya, they wear all that. But the crazy part is they may get that shit for free. The
Yes,
brand
sir.
lives because everybody else is buying it. Everybody else is
Yeah.
loving it. You know what I mean? And we're in a place now, like, for example, I love Nike sweatsuits, but I don't love Nike sweatsuits because I see other people love Nike sweatsuits. I love it because the feel, the comfortability, everything. You know what I mean? It's
Facts.
just comfortable. So it's like when you wear something that you love, we all got that one piece of clothing or that one store that we love. No matter what the price is, you love it
Hmm.
because you love it. So I absolutely
Hmm.
get what feel that you're going for. That's good because usually most people wear things pretending to the stars. You want to wear
Nah.
things for the stars. You make stuff for the stars, and if people's like regular like I can't wear this
Yeah.
this cheetah print
No, I
cheat
know what you're
code
talking
all the
about.
time. You know what I'm saying?
The
All right. See.
the shits with the little spikes right here. Not the long blue, like a long blue spike jacket with some clouds and
Yeah,
shit on
yeah, like a
it.
Justice League cape. Like I can't wear this Justice League cape all the time. Like I need something. Like it'd be that favorite shirt, it'd be that favorite hoodie that you will continue to wear and continue to buy, and continue to support because you love it.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Especially with your designs. Like if I can go to the website and read the details of the piece, I feel connected to the piece.
Hmm.
I
That's it.
actually appreciate that. Like I definitely don't forget we've been waiting for a minute for you. We've been looking like okay, like he playing games. Like what was the piece at? But you've been in the cut working.
All right, so since you wanna, because I've been working on. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been working on a lot. Like I have so much things that's planned for the future. It's just crazy. Like I have like basically I'm almost done with the collection. There's a collection after this collection I'm about to drop, and that probably drop real soon too. So, but with my pieces though, I got a piece right here. Give you a little preview. Little preview.
Oh,
I just
oh, I
yeah
gotta
I had
come
to
up for
remove.
this one.
Yeah, so this is like a, as you can see, it has the tag on it.
Okay.
It's a little tiger. I don't know if you
Hey.
can see it. I don't know if you see the tiger and it says ShooterFam.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
I like
And
that.
yeah, so basically behind the shirt, it's like it's not this is one of my pieces out of the many pieces I'm about to release. But the thing about that shirt is that it's basically saying stay hungry. Literally, that's I'll take one little thing and expand it further than what it is. Like, because I'm thinking deep into it. I'm not like, for example, I have another shirt. It's hung up, but it says no comparison on the back.
Mm,
So it basically
mm.
keeping the back of your head that nobody can compare to you. That's the meaning of that shirt. And basically, if somebody else is walking, you probably have to own the shirt. The person behind you walking behind you see that shirt, says no comparison.
Say no comparison.
They gonna have in the
Be
back
like,
of
oh,
their head, yo.
mm.
Yeah, they're gonna relate to it. They're gonna be like, oh, because I'm basically trying to build people up while I'm going on this journey.
Are you dropping shirts, hoodies, sweat? Like exactly what type of clothing are you planning to drop tomorrow?
Shirts, long sleeves, and hoodies. The reason why I haven't expanded to more than just shirts, hoodies, and long sleeves is because I did expand before, but I want the people to get to know the brand more
Mm.
before I actually
Hmm.
expand.
Yeah.
So I just want to take I'm gonna take my time. I was rushing it before.
No, it makes it
That's
makes
good.
sense. That's what I wanted to
Nah,
know
but
because you can't like over flood your own market. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying like it's also good like you got that experience early. Like you got that feeling of rushing it early. So now you
Mm-hmm.
know, okay, I can't it's not a sprint. It's like it's a marathon. Like you got to be
Nipsey.
if you want to be in it, you got to be in it for the yeah, if you want to be in it for the long haul, and you got to take like certain steps, you got to take certain lumps.
Mm-hmm.
But then you learn
Yeah,
from it.
I learned a lot. That's why I say I thank God every time, literally, because everything happened for a reason. That's what I go by. Like every little thing I try to learn from it. If it's bad, negative, you feel me? Bad, negative, whatever it is, like good, bad.
Every single thing is a learning process.
And that's why I
Facts.
say I thank God
Especially
for
in
it.
this fucking year, you should make a COVID shirt.
Oh,
That's the thing. I could have did so much with COVID and with COVID and other things, but I decided nah, I'm not gonna profit off of that. I just want to just feel me
yeah, that's
make it
true. That's right.
make
That's right. That's
make
right. No profit off.
make it be like it's just make it do what they gotta
He's
do.
like, yeah,
But
I got the COVID shirt on. He'd be like, yo, you know somebody that died from there. Oh
oh,
shit.
you know the crazy thing about it is it's about COVID, but this is just a general topic. I'm actually releasing
Okay.
this design tomorrow.
Mhm.
Is a sweater that says "Survive the Storm" on it, meaning
Bob the
basically
Storm. Come on.
Shit, COVID storm, snowstorm, financial storm, whatever storm you going through,
Nah,
you gotta
family
survive it.
Storm.
yeah, push through and just survive it. Like stay squared up to you, because basically meaning a shooting frame is square up to your dream and follow through with hard work and determination. So basically, just stay squared up to your dreams.
Hold on. Say that again. Go ahead. Say
The
that again.
the meaning of shooting frame
Yeah.
is square up to your dream and follow through with hard work and determination.
Okay.
So basically with that, it could be a dream, it could be a goal, whatever. Just stay squared up to your goal and follow through. Like, because basically, if you actually think about it, boxing, if you fighting somebody, you gotta square up and then follow through. You feel
Hmm.
me?
Yeah.
Shooting a basketball, square up, follow through. So it's
It's a
just
life lesson. We all learn them life lessons as we go through.
mm-hmm.
Yo,
That's
G.
a,
Fact. Yo, you know those people that you don't follow through all the way. That's just a line drive. You know. It's like
That
yeah.
push
the shots not right.
that
You
push
got to
shot. Yo,
follow through.
G, fuck you smoking over
What's
there,
up?
man.
Oh nah, yo, this it's from Big Dope, man. We could talk about it. We can talk about it. So
Okay.
he's one of Big Dope's pins. Shout out to Big Dope,
Oh,
Okay.
one of our sponsors for the
shout
show.
out to Big Dope, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You got the old man laid back chair. I see you, G.
It's a
Yo,
little over there.
if I had if I knew how to put the legs up, I would put the legs up right now.
I said lit. You lit over there.
Why don't you
Yeah.
know how to put the legs up is the problem.
Nah, there's a button. There's a button here.
Know what?
I haven't figured
Don't
out.
even
I haven't
search
figured out
for it.
how to.
Don't
I
even
haven't
search
figured out
for
how
it.
to work it yet. No, I don't sit in this chair. Like I honestly I haven't used this chair really since I moved in. Like I found the perfect use for it now because of this
Okay.
little setup right here. You know,
Uh-huh.
Calm.
I got the little fancy light and everything. You know, it's actually it's pitch black in my room right now. All I got is the light on.
You serious?
Yeah.
G Fancy. You don't know G Fancy. G Mad Fancy.
I got two different cameras too to like
G
go back
do it
and
all.
forth from.
G the GOAT. G do it all. Know what I mean? Number one dirt bag. I see you, G.
This is dope. This is definitely dope. Like I want to do more stuff like this, like more like Zoom meetings like this. We chill in the crib, we talk, we chat it up. We got like we still interacting. We still interacting with artists. We still interacting with people. Now it's just like just a little different, a more 2020 feel. Like
I don't know. ShooterFam, I may need like a BullySeason exclusive hoodie made.
Oh, BullySeason exclusive hoodie. Because honestly, you know what you was saying, like trying to build people up through your brand, like BullySeason is along that same path.
Yeah, I could. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I could definitely draw some up. I could definitely do something. I'm probably even do it tonight. Yeah, I design every day, so I'm not gonna lie. I could definitely do that. I could definitely try to draw something up. Even if, that's the crazy thing. Even if you don't like the one of them, you don't like one of them because I'm gonna draw like I don't know how much design I could do with that. Yeah.
Oh nah, plus I'm gonna love all of them. Know what I mean? Anything.
Yeah, then we do a shoot. Then we do a shoot with that. Then we do a shoot with it, man.
I got you.
Come on.
It's so much creativity. I definitely want to create a shoot. Shout out to Sober Society too as well. Sober Society is a dope clothing line, one of our sponsors. Shout out to her. I definitely would love to create a shoot with some of the clothing lines that we've come in contact with, because you're
do a fashion
unique.
show, man.
You're extremely unique in the way you approach your design, for the simple fact that a year ago you didn't drop for a year, and it's not because you haven't been working, it's because you've been creating, because you feel comfortable, you feel passionate about the brand that you're making. Like I'm like, people do things for the profit, people do things for the acknowledgement. When you're sitting down and you're doing things for the actual love, like I'm doing this because I love it. And I'm not gonna put something out that I'm not gonna wear. I'm not gonna put something out that I don't love. Like I love what I do, so you're definitely gonna love what you do, and then you get a description on exactly what you're wearing. Like you can buy anything and you don't know what it is. Don't forget, remember when Gucci and everybody was coming out with these designs and they had all this racism behind it and they was getting backlash. It's like you buying shit and don't even know what's the meaning beside it. Now people create something, put it behind it, and it can be, I hate all life. But you see it and go, oh, that's dope. And you put it on. Then somebody like, you know what that symbol mean? You know what that such and such mean? And you have no idea. But from this standpoint, you know exactly what you're putting on. You know exactly what you're doing. You know what the energy is behind it. And I truly believe.
He just froze?
Yeah, it broke up. His phone died? His phone died?
I don't know.
Or his laptop?
Connect with.
All right, the phone died. Oh, there you go.
You gotta repeat
it. You just froze. You just froze for a little bit.
So like I'm saying, most of the energy and shit we connect. Dope as well.
You froze again. Hold on. So we about to pause it real quick. All right, so we're back.
Apologize for the break. Checking the Wi-Fi.
It's good. It's good. We just gonna cut it out. That's a good thing about podcasts. You just cut it out.
Right, it's cool. So like I was saying, I love the energy that you build with. Like when it comes to music, you connect the energy. I think energy is extremely big when it comes to anything that you do. Music, even podcasts, anything that you connect with, and the energy that you put into your clothing line, that's the energy that you want to be connected to your customer. So I think that's extremely dope. Like I appreciate you doing that for the simple fact that, you know what I mean, I gotta cop a few pieces tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be up. It's gonna be up and running, and you're gonna telling you, it's gonna be pieces that it's gonna be at least one piece. You're gonna say, "Oh, I like that." Literally. So, and even that's what I'm saying. Even before like last year, when I dropped my collection, that was like probably my first or second, my second collection. It was basically the colorways. It was not a lot of colorways. It wasn't like it was just probably like 3 colorways per design. But now I'm gonna have multiple colorways just because I'm putting myself in the buyer's shoes. You feel me? I know that I probably got mad red shirts in my closet. I'm looking for a blue shirt, and next I don't have a blue shirt on the website. That's like I have to make sure. Yeah, like
Yeah.
because there's different people that want to like. For example, you probably got orange sneakers, and you probably need an orange shirt.
I definitely got some Gatorades in here.
Oh, so yeah, you see, you see, so that's what I'm saying. So you gonna probably need a shirt for it. This shirt gonna be on the website. Trust me.
Oh, matter of fact, where them Gatorades at? What the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull them Gatorades out. You have me pull them out. I gotta pull my shits out.
Yeah, you feel me?
Forgot about him for a little bit.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope. Honestly, like I'm always it's always like that one color you need that like the store just don't got.
You know what's crazy? It's always like that. You ever notice you will always find a color. You ever buy a shirt and it's hard as hell for you to buy a shirt or buy a pair of sneakers, and it's hard to hell for you to find that perfect color because it's like a million different colors. Like not that blue, but it's a different blue. Not that red, but it's a different red. This red
you
too light.
gotta hold up. You gotta hold up the sneaker to the shirt. Like
facts.
like it's the same color. You trying to do it through the phone. Like,
yeah.
Is that the same color?
Or you pull
like,
out the box of sneakers. You pull out the whole new sneaker box and hold it up in the store. We all did that. I mean, we all did
that.
Yeah. That's a fact. I did that with a couple of my sneakers.
That's dope. I'm actually extremely excited about this. I'm extremely excited. Because just seeing the first collection, we already knew like, oh yeah, he's gonna do something crazy, and you already told us before that she was gonna do something crazy.
Yeah. So.
Matter of fact, I do remember the interview from earlier in the year. I was there.
Yeah. Okay.
I was there.
You was there?
I was there. I remember. That shit just hit me just now.
I'm trying to remember what that was last year, like October. It was around. It wasn't around this time.
It was not. It was December because I literally just met Dapper Dan probably a week before that, and that's when I went to the interview.
Yeah, he had the Dapper Dan video out.
Yeah. How'd you meet Dapper Dan? Tell that story.
Oh, that's a long story.
There you go.
You can shorten it up.
So basically,
it was all the details.
Did this nigga just fold his legs?
Shout out to Dapper Dan to his books right here. His books right here. So, but basically with Dapper Dan, it's like I didn't know about Dapper Dan. Like the crazy thing you brought up the Gucci situation with the racism and all that. So with that, it's like when when Floyd Mayweather was defending Gucci, he was defending Dapper Dan because Dapper Dan did all of Floyd Mayweather's pieces, like in the boxing ring and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like Floyd Mayweather was standing behind Dapper Dan. He wasn't, you feel me? Because Dapper Dan's like he's in a partnership with Gucci right now, but that was like 2018, I believe that was. But
around that time, 2018, 2019, it was like mixed in together.
So basically, my mom's was telling me like, email him, and then next I'm just taking my time and then I end up taking a break over social media that November last year. Took like a 3-year break again. And I ended up emailing him because I was like, I just feel like the perfect time. And they said that they could invite me on a tour, but it's gonna be like a slim chance he's gonna be there. So I went to the tour. We went upstairs. He showed us around upstairs. Then he showed us around downstairs. So when me and my friend was leaving, my friend was like, "Yo, I want some pictures right here in front of the store." So I'm like, "All right, bet." I want some pictures too. Next thing you know, we take the pictures, and then you know how Harlem is. There's the stairs that go up.
Yeah.
So basically, we went up the stairs. I look up. I see somebody all Gucci down. Like, "Oh, you're Dapper Dan." Like literally everything was Gucci down. Like yo, like his whole it was everything was Gucci down. Like oh nah, that's crazy. And
Yo,
then the next,
Dapper Dan the GOAT.
I literally been saying, I'm like, yo, no matter what nobody ever say to me or anything, it'll probably be no fashion without Dapper Dan. Like meaning like because his style he was doing and stuff like that, it was just
But
unbelievable. And during
Dapper
that,
Dan been around for a while. Even back in the day, remember they had the you go to the 80s. Remember they had the gold BBSs on the Saab, and I had
hmm
the Gucci suits inside the Saabs and a Gucci leather.
hmm
Like Dapper,
Gucci
like
wasn't making that.
Dapper Dan of Harlem. Like that shit been like Dapper Dan is the GOAT, like of
I,
culture, like fashion culture. Like
hmm
even if we go to fashion culture, like Dapper Dan is literally, you can say he's top one. Like he's the GOAT of our
Yeah,
culture when it comes to fashion.
I feel
And
like he's a not to cut you off, I feel like he's the greatest ever when it comes down to fashion because Gucci was selling luggages at the time.
mm-hmm.
At the time when he first, and he was cutting up bags and putting it together, and then next you know, he had different people coming to the store. Like it was just everything about it was in this book.
Crazy
But
part,
literally,
you know the crazy part about it, I still think he don't get the recognition to the level that he actually deserves the recognition. You know what I mean?
hmm
Like there is no Gucci without Dapper Dan.
that's what I'm trying to.
That's
That's the point I'm
facts.
trying to
That's
make. Like
facts.
they don't understand that even other brands. Cause I believe LL Cool J, he did not for a fact he did LL Cool J's interior for Big Old Butt. I don't remember that. If I don't know if y'all know that song, but
Hell
basically,
yeah. You from
yeah,
Queens. You know we know LL.
Yeah.
yeah. So basically for that,
Yeah.
but yeah, for that video, he did the that I think it was Dapper Dan's Jeep he used, or it was or either way, Dapper Dan did the interior. It was an MCM. That's what I'm saying. So it was just Dapper Dan. He broke up a lot of brands, and if it wasn't for him, I don't
Listen,
know where.
man.
Yeah, he's the artist
I
himself.
I want an all black Saab
He
BBSs.
said all black style BBXs. Wow.
Look, rag
hmm
top Saab BBSs, and I need Dapper Dan to do the interior or Dapper Dan inspired interior. Like I need that. Remember Paid in Full where everybody had the different interiors? That was
hmm
real life
Yeah.
Harlem. That was real life like Dapper Dan inspired. And even if you
hmm
go to all the old school gangsters, old school thugs, old school hustlers that was out in that time, they'll tell
hmm
you about Dapper Dan. Even if you watch Fat One Summer Fat Joe story, he'll tell you. He's on the blocks in Harlem. Wintertime. Wintertime, they coming through with the top down, fur coats on, Gucci interior. You know how like look,
Yeah, that's
But
big
it's
gold chains
snowing.
with in the snow. Like fuck you talking about.
yeah.
That's the golden era. So I definitely want
That's
to give
dedication right there.
yeah, definitely want to give Dapper Dan his shout out. Like he needs more recognition than what he actually
Uh-huh.
gets. Yeah, he may not even look for it because he's like I'm a made man because everybody know. But we
hmm
definitely like he's one of the kings of our culture, so definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even pay their respect. Like clearly, he paved the way for like even African American designers right now, like the Virgils, the
Hmm.
Kanye. He dealt with all the. I'm not gonna say all the pain, but he dealt with a lot of pain coming up. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
because you
saying?
know they ain't want no black like what somebody black made this.
Nah, he's breaking into the industry. He
Mm-mm.
broke into the industry.
Yeah,
Yeah, they was.
Broke into that shit.
but that's the crazy part. You know how this racism is. They probably
hmm
seen that wearing it, and then they found out, yeah, you know a black man is responsible for this fucking design.
hmm That's a that's the
Mm.
crazy thing about it. It's like they was so basically when he was actually selling it, there was times that people would come and act like they was actually like working for I think it was Gucci at the time, and they were taking his clothes off the shelves and stuff like that. And one time I don't know if it was him or somebody I think somebody sold him at a gas station, and they were just splitting up the clothes. Literally, people that was taking the clothes that was supposed to be quote unquote working for them was
Yeah.
going there, just taking the clothes and splitting it up amongst each other. And I'm like, wow. And so basically, the next time, then once he heard that, he took all the clothes and threw it in the streets. I don't even know if you heard about that story. He took all the clothes in the store
Nah, I
the
never heard
streets.
this story before.
I never, I
That's
gotta read that
crazy.
book now. I gotta read the book. I definitely
Yeah,
gotta read the book now.
I'm not,
Was that that story's in the book?
yeah, that I'm not gonna lie to you. If you wanna, know anything about
Nah, that
Harlem,
book seems dope, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not the type to. I read books, but I'm not the type to really sit down and read multiple chapters like back to back to back. But this book is,
It's
I'm
good.
like, wow. Literally, I'm like, wow, because it literally tells you the history of probably in Harlem for one,
Hmm.
and it goes down the story because basically when he first was growing up, the Harlem, like they could leave their doors unlocked because they basically knew each other. Nowadays Harlem is not like that. Like you know, what I mean? Nowadays Harlem, you
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
lot.
Take some experience. Harlem is different right now. Harlem is different.
So if you want to know anything about him or even his history and stuff like that, is go to read his book because his book is amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So I got a question for you.
What's up?
Would ShooterFam ever come out with a book?
You know what the crazy about it
Saying,
is,
yo, saying about 5 years, man. What's up? You
you know
start
what the
writing
crazy
down all the little stuff you're going through right now. What's
you
up?
know you know the crazy thing about it is my mom told me like you're destined. You need to go write a book. I'm like, you don't
Gotta
mind
write a
thing you
book, man.
could I could write a story about it. I'm like, I guess so. I'm like not like I'm young, so it's like writing a
Yeah, you
book.
still got a lot. There's a lot to tell. But
Nah,
I'm
but this is the
saying, like,
journey.
it's the journey. This could just be book one. Like,
Yeah.
you could end it with, you still working. Like, but this could be the journey up until now.
Or at least
Now for sure.
document all this, document the whole journey. So
Yeah.
when it's time to put the book together, it's already written.
You got a
Hmm.
movie too? Come on. It's
Nah, I'm
time to
not
put the
gonna
book
lie.
together. You got a movie too.
Shooter fam the movie, shooter fam the book, shooter fam.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was no, my mom was telling me that I'm definitely gonna make a book. But I don't know when, but I'm not gonna put a time on it. But I'm definitely gonna
Yeah,
make
yeah.
a book.
Don't put a time on it. Like these are one of those things because um like when success and all that happens, like it happens, like people think it does take a while, but when it happens, it's quick, and you got to start making moves like at a high rate, because when people start expecting a lot from you, you
Hmm.
got to have you got to have some ideas already in the tank to like start whipping out when the people start wanting, because right now, you could take that year off because
Yeah.
yeah, but when you got like 5 million followers on IG, you
Oh.
take that year off. They blowing your IG, your messages. They blowing up
Uh,
everything. You don't tell them where you live. Don't even tell them what borough you in. They like, yo, we need more pieces. We need more pieces.
yeah. You
So
know the
like to
crazy thing
have that.
about it?
What?
Yeah, I'm not gonna cut you off, but the crazy thing about it is
Go
that
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I have like 12 collections, like pieces in like 12 different collections that I have. Like as I was saying, I literally
Mhm.
got my other phone probably like in August, and you check this phone, it's like 6,000 pictures, like, and that's the straight design. So it's like literally,
You got
yeah,
him. He got him locked. He got him in, and he got him locked and loaded. So you ready?
yeah. So when it comes down to that, it's like this year I had to take advantage of it.
That's the
That's
thing. You got to
good.
just keep working. You just got to keep working. You can't stop because the moment you stop, somebody else is still working.
Hmm.
Still working, man.
But that's the thing with that. The thing with me is that I think I'm in my own lane. So it's like with me, I
Hmm.
just take my time. I don't really look at the competition, or I don't look at them as competition. I just stay
But
focused,
that's
stay
because
right.
you see. But that's because you always working. When you
Hmm.
always working, you ain't focused on the competition. But the people
Hmm.
that's not working, because people that don't work, people that stop, they wonder why they not where they supposed to be when it comes to other this, other that. When you drop your line tomorrow, Shooter Fam drops tomorrow, by the way. When you drop it tomorrow, and people like, yo,
Let's say the 18th. So it dropped 18th,
like, yeah, it drops the 18th of December
12,
20.
It's the
12,
beginning.
18.
It's the
I mean,
beginning.
The
I'm just.
beginning.
the beginning. But you see, like, they be like, hold up, how you got so many designs? How you got this? We been at. I've been working. I ain't been focused on nothing
Working.
else, but I've been working. You ain't
Hmm.
been working, so that's why you notice everything that's going on, and that's the key. That's how it goes. Because when you're working and on your grind, you in your own lane, you're not worrying everything that's going on. When you
Hmm.
driving and you in your own lane, you're not looking
Hmm.
at everything that's going on. You know what I mean? You just passing everybody because you in your lane and be the people that's not working. So that's the key.
Hmm.
Of course, you don't see nobody else because you working. When you working, you don't see none of that matters. I'm
Hmm.
studying. Think about it. You're the first person that we've spoken to when it comes to clothing line that had actually stopped and learned the history of it. Like, like I read, like, it's a history behind
Yeah,
everything
it's
you're trying to
true.
do.
Yeah.
I read the Dapper Dan book. I know the grind. I know we start. Understand the motivation. I get it. I know it, especially when it comes to our culture. People do music, people do anything, and they don't know the culture or the anything that's behind it. So how can you say you understand? Like, we have to understand the history of anything that we're doing before you even, like, how are you different? How are you gonna change? What makes you different? If you don't know the history, you don't know what's gonna make you different and what you're doing. Like, what's doing it? It makes no sense. That's why we appreciate your clothes. That's why we know your clothing line is gonna be dope, because you're
Thank you.
like, I understand fashion. Like, I'm understand fashion and designs. It's not this. You probably see a piece you like, and you probably go home and research the piece. Yo, who designed this piece? Like, where this piece came from?
You
You
know
get
what's
what
crazy? You know what's crazy about it? I look up, like, for example, all the like the hot brands, like the quote unquote, like the ones that's running the streetwear industry. I'll look up
Yeah,
like the one with this founded. Who is the designer behind this? Like, I would look at like different things. I would just study with like what's their, because I know that I'm in my own lane, but I just want to see, like, I'm just, you feel me? I'm just checking, just checking, just looking. Like, I'm observing. I'm observing. Like, I just like to observe and just see.
hmm
That's what a lot of my designs come from. Observing and just listening. Just, I don't know. It comes naturally. So, like, I would just listen, or I'll hear a song and I just design literally.
That's
So,
listen, man. We love it. We appreciate it, man.
thank you. But
Wait, so
right
Young
now,
I got a
young goat
question.
in the
I got a question
making.
too.
what's
Yeah,
up?
young goat in the making, definitely. I got a question. Cause like he told me something off like when we wasn't recording before, how he pulled a LeBron, did a zero dark 30. Couple months, no social media, just in the lab. Now,
Hmm.
can you talk about just the discipline, right? The discipline it takes to just, you got your phone, you on IG, is if you're on it, are you did you just say like no to any social media, or were you just on it working?
Nah. So if I was on it working, I'm not gonna lie, I would have had so much more. I would like, cause literally I missed opportunities over that 6 months. I was logged out. Like, I was
Or you
completely
was logged
logged out.
out? So you say completely unplugged.
And I'm not even gonna lie, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not even gonna just say that. I probably did delete the apps, but I'm not gonna. I probably did delete the apps. I'm not gonna lie to you, but and I logged out because when I was growing up, I was a hooper before I was a designer. But when I was growing up, I was always in the park. So I wasn't the like the person that had clout, the person that was always in the mix and stuff. Like, I was just wanted to go to the park. So it was just natural for me to just, like, I would be able to just take a break from social media if I needed to. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was recently saying it to myself. Like, if I didn't need, like, I don't say I need social media, but to promote, of course, I'm gonna need it. But
Hmm
it's just that if I didn't have to go to social media, I wouldn't be on it. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I don't like watching what other people do. It gets boring after a while.
The crazy part about it is that probably helps your creativity because you're not influenced by everything else that's going around. Everything is natural.
Yeah.
hmm
So but that
Yeah,
during
I
that
think
six, what'd you say?
you said
What
go
you
ahead,
say?
go ahead.
Nah, I was gonna say during that 6 months, it's like a lot of discipline. You definitely need discipline, like, because I was literally just designing. If I wasn't designing, I was working out. If I wasn't working out, I was doing some type of work to try to make some extra money on the side. So literally, so if it wasn't,
Okay.
I would just, it's
All
just
you miss, all you missed was a lot of twerking, just a lot of ass shaking. That's all you missed.
yeah, that's a fact. But I know that that's gonna come, but
It's
I'm
gonna
not
oh,
even.
Listen, that's
it's
always
not
gonna
only
be
gonna
there.
come, it's gonna be thrown at you, man. It's not
Yeah,
even gonna come, it's
listen,
gonna be
twerking
thrown.
always gonna be there. Listen, I open Twitter right now. Twitter look like tastyblacks.com.
I'm not gonna lie to you. These girls, these women, like, I'm not really focused on. Let me just. I have to focus on. This is my thing. Like, if I
Mhm.
want to, if I'm getting in a relationship, I'm gonna make sure I want to do everything I want to do. I'm not gonna just gotta hold back because I'm not like where I want to be at. So I want to just take this time to just grind, focus on what I need to focus on, get to where I want to get to, and then,
Mhm.
you feel me? I
Money
just
come
want
first, women come
to,
after.
yeah, because literally, when it's like just I went this having like girls and all that. I didn't. It's like I did like when I was in high school. There's girls that was throwing themselves at me, but I don't. I don't want that. I really don't want that.
Yeah, that's right. That's
You was
right.
a baller though. You was focusing ball, so you focus. Listen, I'm telling you. Listen.
Oh,
man.
Pop, man. This dude is nice too, son. I seen him. I seen him ball a couple times. Son. The guy's nice.
Nice. He nice.
Oh no, he nasty, man. This dude is nasty.
Listen, man. If once the pandemic stop, I'm down for like a bully season pickup game. You know what I mean? Everybody come, we pick up
man.
We pick up the ball. You know what I mean? Do what we do.
Nah, I would need like a couple weeks before. Couple weeks notice, man.
Gee, you swim like every day. You should be the best shape of your life
stretching.
right now.
Oh, no,
Yo,
yeah,
I'm in good shape. I'm in good shape in the water.
Listen, G is a swimming instructor. He's a swimming instructor. So so just imagine the stamina that he should have.
Yeah, that's a
in
fact.
the water. I'm just saying,
No.
in the water.
No,
like a
you're
fish,
not gonna,
man.
You're not gonna convince me. You're not gonna convince me because I was literally like when I was in high school, I was literally not even when I was out of high school, I literally was when I was working out, I was doing workouts in the pool, doing defensive sides in the pool. So you're definitely quicker. Like you're getting your speed. Like I remember how fast you are. Like your speed is probably amazing right now. So it's just you're not gonna get me.
Yeah, he's just lazy on land. That's what it is.
Like my feet just get so heavy. It just gets so heavy on land, man. In the water, I feel light. Now I was saying like we used to play back in the day. I remember when he was when he was still coming up. When we used to be playing ball at the park. He used to ride his bike through the court. Had to kick him off the court. Like, yo, we over here trying to play ball. He over here he just wanted to be in the mix. He was just
right through like I cook all y'all.
Cook all y'all. Honestly, nah, the shot was funky at first, and then
I was shooting like
as the years went by, like I remember it was after I came back from college. Like came back from college, saw this dude. He done slimmed down, grew a couple inches. I was like, nah.
Got the split cat.
I was like, oh nah, it's crazy.
Split cat, ShooterFam. See, look, he got the ShooterFam. He's a shooter. Split cat.
Yeah, that's where it started from. That's what
I'm saying. Like that's where.
Yeah, I know where it started from.
Yeah,
and that's dope.
I remember though. I remember what he talked about. Cause I used to be annoying. I was annoying. I didn't want them to play. I wanted to play. Like it was not happening. Like it didn't.
Yeah, literally. He would probably cook all of us now, man. He probably honestly, like me, cheese, all of them. Like you probably cook all of us now. Your brother
still wobble. I can still wobble. I mean, I got my
still wobble.
I got my ball sneakers. I mean, ball sneakers in the trunk.
Wait. Yo, let Pop know how old you are.
I'm 20.
I know. I know.
20, man.
I just turned 20 in April.
You know the crazy part is? That's dope that you found your passion in life at a young age.
Early.
So you have your entire life to build, focus, and grow on it. You have and I hear you talking about your mom a lot. Like your mom is a big influence. Like she's passionate, she's with you on it. She pushes you to actually know the history of anything that you're doing. So that's another aspect of your life. That's why we know for a fact you're gonna be successful in what you're doing because the foundation is there.
Yeah, my mom, my brothers.
Yeah, and you don't even have to go deep into the actual foundation of it because it's hints there. You hear it. Most people, when they make it, it's because now different people make it because they had a hard time and they had a hard this and they had a hard that. But that's not the narrative that we want to push. That shouldn't be like I gotta say that shouldn't be the norm. The norm shouldn't be you going through hard times and hard this and you have to do the struggle. We want the story where my whole family was supportive. Like, yeah, my mom was there. Yeah, my brother was there. Yeah, everybody was here. They seen my dream. They focused. They was with me. My mom pushed me. Listen, you like this? Go for it. Oh, you want to do this? Yeah. Email Dapper Dan. And think about moms telling you to email Dapper Dan And that blessing, you come and just meeting Dapper Dan. So she tells you to email Dapper Dan, you meet Dapper Dan. Next thing you know, you got the book, you reading about Dapper Dan. Now it's like, okay, I have a whole different viewpoint or understanding of exactly what fashion is. I'm not just making a shirt. I'm not just making a hoodie. I'm not just making a design. I'm creating something that I feel is great. I'm creating something that other people feel is great. And the foundation that you got, the foundation that you have built is a blessing. It's amazing. And success comes from that, from the foundation, because now you're just building up. Like you're not starting from starting from the bottom. We all start from the bottom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you start from the bottom and your foundation is trash, you're gonna keep falling. Every time we've spoken to you, it's been growth and you understand it. Like, I'm not okay, I learned this, I learned that, let me add this to it. And it's great to have a team around you. You probably do a couple designs and your brother, your mom be like, nah, I'm not really feeling that design, you know what I mean? I'm not
You know
really
the crazy, not to cut you off, you know the crazy about it? It's not my mom's and brothers. It's not the ones that judge the. Oh my gosh, yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we
It's a
got you.
stutter. I don't know where that came from, but what's the name? But yeah, it's my friends that like I have a couple friends that actually I would send it to, but I won't send all my designs because certain designs I'm like this got to go up just because of the meaning of it, and like and the thing about it, my brothers, my father, my mother, and my uncles, it's like the reason why one of the reasons why I push so hard is because my uncle told me and my brother since we were young is basically grind now and like you feel me win later, like basically be the loser, go to if for example if you're a hooper, go to the park every day, get about the parties, focus on your schoolwork, focus on your hooping, and then when you get to like you're gonna be the loser now, everybody gonna look at you like, yo, look at this kid, he's not partying, he's not in the mix. But next, you know, you're gonna be the one driving the Ferraris, the Lamborghinis, because you was losing when you was young, and when you came up, you was lit. You feel me? You the winner. That's how I just kept that in the back of my head, literally. So
yeah,
when it comes out,
that's great advice. That's great advice,
yeah,
son. And as good it's good that you kept that with you. You know.
you got to keep
I
things
mean,
like
I've
that with you. You have to
got
keep
to.
things that's with you like that.
Cause like yo, I be telling my little nieces and nephews too. You know about the grind, cause they be like a couple of them they into their careers. I'm trying to get them into it early. You know, I got like one of my nephews, he 15. You know Jaden. Like
yeah, I seen Jay
he
at the park
doing
the other day.
yeah, yo.
Yo, that's rare to say you seen
He
a
into
kid
the
at the
drums.
park. You know how rare it is right now? Say you seen a kid at the park.
Yo,
Yeah,
and
it's very rare. It's very,
very rare at the park.
but that's
And
what I'm.
actually I'm trying to figure out why was he at the park? Was he playing basketball or football?
He was playing basketball with his friends, and I told him come play basketball with me, and then we started playing games, played a couple games, and then he left.
Hey, hey. See, look, because it's crazy because he don't play basketball no more. He play
That's
football now.
that's
Oh, yo,
yeah.
if you play football, tell him come holler at me. That's my sport. Tell him come holler at me.
Now tell him come holler. Yo, he trying to, cause I was trying to get him. I was trying to get him into basketball, but like I realized how good he was in football, and I'm like, don't live like my dream out. Like if you like if you like football, let's do it. Like I'm with it. I'm with it too. Like I told him, like me and his older brother, Dylan, like we like let's go to your games. We'll shoot footage for you. We'll get all that stuff for you. But like yeah, but that's the important thing about like having that family that supports you, because like Pop was right. Like you shouldn't have to be you shouldn't have to lose both parents in order to be like successful. Like you should there's definitely spots for like families to build up that child. Like it doesn't have to be all of the children. Just the youngest one, the one that you see the most promising. As long as like you got that family backing, then the whole family wins. Like you
Don't forget,
find someone in your family that's doing something,
yeah,
push them,
that.
push them to do
But
something
look,
better.
that's always the ESPN 30-30. Like, oh, I lost both
Yeah.
parents. I was hungry. I was kicked out. I didn't do it. You don't hear about the kids. Yeah, I had both parents. Yeah, they pushed me to do this. Yeah, they was with me the whole time. struggle. No, they just kept going and kept pushing me and kept pushing me.
Nah,
Not
I
that,
did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did come from a broken family. I just speak to my mom on the phone and stuff like that. I do come from a broken family and stuff like that. But it's not as crazy as them though. That's what I'm saying. Everybody
what
go
I'm,
through something.
so yeah, well, we all go through the trials and tribulations. Like everybody go through the
Yeah.
trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
That's life. Like everybody has some type of problems in their life. We all go through it at some point.
Yeah.
Not me and you in the house. But excuse me. But what I'm just the found because don't forget you still 20.
Yeah.
Life ain't really started for you yet.
So I ain't right saying that. My mother be telling me all the time.
Because
You
Nah,
only
because
two.
we used
so
to think, yo, because I'm saying, because we used to think too. So I'm 27.
like
I'm
I'm
27. I used to
30.
think at 20, like that's it.
Like I'm 30. Like
Mhm.
I turned 30 this year. So it's like I was 20. And when I was 20, they were telling me, your life ain't start yet. Your life ain't you ain't even do nothing yet. And I'm like, what you talking about? Like I know a lot about life. And then when I get 30, and then when I'm in 30, I'm like, yo, at the age of 20, like I ain't know shit. Like I ain't know a goddamn thing. And that's because life is long, but life is short. Like it's at the same time, like life is long, but life is short. Because when you turn 25 and when you turn 30, you're gonna be like, damn, time went by fast. Like I was just 20 a year ago.
Yeah.
But then you're gonna notice, like I've been through a lot of shit. Like I've been through a lot of shit has happened within that time frame.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I was in high school went by fast. Like I'm like looking back at it now, because I'm 2 years out of, but I think it's 3 years now. No, I'm 2 years out of high school. So like, yeah, I'm looking back and I'm like, wow, high school went by fast. I remember when I was just on the basketball team. I was a freshman on JV.
Yeah, you got
Yeah, I was
yo,
like,
It's
you got
true.
you got so much life ahead of you. Like it's a blessing that you to know, like you finding what you love in your career early in life is a blessing. So I'm telling you, like
It's good.
like stay at it, stay focused, don't even stop, don't even think about it. And like me and G had this conversation maybe like 2 weeks ago. G was frustrated. I was frustrated. And she was like, yo, this shit we love, like, this shit is annoying sometimes. I mean, sometimes you just want to be like, fuck it. Like, I don't get, know what? I'm going to just live a regular fucking life and not do what you love. And then the next day, you like, I can't stop. This is what the fuck I love. Like, I have to find a way to
Yes,
achieve
sir.
it. So you're going to hit walls. Walls is a part of life. Walls is a part of life. And I don't like, you probably haven't even hit the walls grow this
mhm.
year. You would be like, yo, this shit, like, don't forget 2020. Look, what? Gee, we done went through 9/11. We done went through a
Oh
depression
yeah.
one time. Then this year we go through a fucking pandemic, damn near another depression. And we like, yo, we done been through mad shit within our
Mhm.
This at New
lifetime.
York City. This New York
Yeah, and
City,
it's
man.
like you have, and think about it, we have so much more life. Because even though I'm 30, and people were telling me, "Yo, you just hit your prime. Like life is like you just hit your prime. Like you
You said
just
30th is
now,
wrong.
yeah, you just hit your prime. Like now, it's to the point where it's like, okay, you've been through your trials and tribulations. You should have learned everything that you had to learn when it comes to falls and pitfalls, and you know what it is. So now it's time for you to and think about it. Even if you go through life and we do a history on people that's made it, people that has gotten rich, people that has gotten successful. A lot of people, like the people that are young in their 20s that got successful, you don't hear a lot of those stories. A lot of these people that has made it, like 30s, in their 30s is when they fucking hit the golden age. That's when they figured shit out. That's when they got successful. That's when they got it.
Mhm.
Cause life is a fucking journey. We gonna hit walls. We gonna fucking trip. We gonna fall. We gonna lose the one you gonna fall in love. You may lose the one you fall
Yo,
in love with. You may it's a whole bunch of shit that you still fucking gotta go through that you haven't experienced yet. All I'm saying is when it comes to the shooter fam and your brand,
Mhm.
don't stop.
I got you.
Don't
I would
don't
say
don't
what
ever stop.
what I was gonna add. I just want to add too, like what I be thinking about, like just getting getting successful in the future. I think about inflation,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because you know how shirts, the price of shirts now.
Mhm.
In a couple years, that base price for a shirt is gonna be a lot higher.
Don't forget we was
So
buying
that
t-shirts for $3.
we buying t-shirts for $3 now. Now they're a lot more. And that was, imagine like you were a designer way back in the day. You got lit mad early. You were selling shirts for like $4, being happy. Now it's like $20. In a couple years it'll be like 40.
Crazy
But it
part
would
is, you find
be
a shirt for $20, you think you got a steal right now.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Think about, remember with a pair of jeans, you can find a good pair of jeans, VIMs on the Ave, $20. Now, think about it.
Oh
Think
snap!
about it.
Yeah.
You find a good pair of jeans, $59.99, $60, $80. You even buy your pair of jeans as $100 because you're like, oh, I just found the steal. Inflation keeps going, keeps going,
And
keeps
you
going.
still, but you're gonna buy it no matter what, though. That's what I'm saying.
You know the crazy thing about it is with that is that, and he's one of my inspirations. Mike Amiri. I don't know if you heard of Mike Amiri.
Yeah, of course.
Like a Mary.
With Amiri, sell his jeans for $1,000. That's how high they going up. $1,000, $2,000. That's amazing that he's able to still sell those jeans. It's like, I remember back in probably back in the day, like with True Religion and all that.
True
My brother
Religion, Red Monkeys.
Yeah,
thing.
True Religion.
Don't forget, how much? Look, we paying what? He's paying $100, $200 for a pair of True Religion's Red Monkeys, and that was super expensive.
And that was super expensive. Right?
Yeah, now they selling shirts for $300 now. Like off-white shirts probably go for like $300 now. So
You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So like, it's a journey, but it pays off at the end if you stick with it.
You
We
just gotta keep going, man.
telling your ass to stick with it. We ain't gonna
I
let
got
you. We ain't gonna let you stop.
I got
So
you.
I'll put it in the basketball terms, man. You got the cap limit now. Like you're
Yeah.
not worried about getting your max now. You're worried about getting your max when that limit run up to like 300 mil, 300 mil for 6 years. Like
Look, don't forget, Giannis came into the league. Ain't nobody know him. He was a bum when he came into the league. He just signed that 225. Why? That's pure work ethic and think about it. When Giannis first came in the league, anybody think he was gonna sign that 225? When you first seen Giannis on the Bucks, you ain't think he was gonna sign. When he first came, who's on that team?
I don't even know. I used to think about with Giannis.
I don't even remember.
I don't remember what year. I don't know what year he got drafted over Giannis. I don't really.
Listen,
I don't remember what year he got drafted.
Look, I remember Giannis playing. He was just long. You fuck, what is this? Like, we don't remember this. Like, you don't remember. Even if you YouTube back Giannis' first game, he wasn't doing shit. He was just running up and down the court. Now he said, look, 225. Why? Work and dedication.
MVP.
Look, 2 MVPs, 225, work and dedication. Just the grind. Just keep grinding. So it's not where you start at. It's all about where you end at. And you just gotta keep going. But don't forget, you got 225. Next thing we know, in the NBA, there's gonna be somebody else pop up. They're gonna sign 300 mil. Look at Patrick Mahomes. He went to a school. Look, he went to a school no one really knew about. Ain't nobody really look up. Of course, he was throwing the ball around, but ain't nobody paid no attention. Next thing you know, he signs damn near $500 million contract. $500 million. That's generational wealth. And a lot of other people do that. Don't forget, when Jay-Z first started, we didn't think he was gonna be a billionaire and marry Beyonce.
And marry Beyonce.
And marry Beyonce. So it's all about the grind. But then you also have the stories. DMX, the hottest fucking rapper in all the world. Next thing you know, his trials and tribulations, he slips and falls. He's redeeming himself and trying to do it, but he fell into slip and fall. So it's all about how we deal with conflict, how we deal with our trials and tribulations, how we deal with our falls. At the end of the day, all these stories show us that we cannot stop. We cannot stop. If you even look at Swiss Beats and Timberland, don't forget that whole versus thing. They did that beat battle on a Def Jam stage. They was just playing around. Next thing we know, that shit is a worldwide phenomenon. A versus, listen, we can't wait for a versus now. Anytime a versus drop, we ready for a versus. And that started you never know. And that started from a summer jam stage of them just dropping beats now.
I think Lil Wayne, it was supposed to be Lil Wayne versus T.I. That's the one Like, cause T.I. got a lot of hits. I grew listening to T.I. too. So like, and Lil Wayne, I grew listening to Lil Wayne too.
I felt it should have been T.I. versus Luda. I felt that'd have been a perfect matchup.
T.I. versus Luda would have been dope too. But like I like the Lil Wayne versus T.I. also.
Because you know why? Because Lil Wayne is just, he got a lot of hits. I'm not gonna lie, T.I. definitely got a lot of hits. Even from Bring 'Em Out.
Okay,
but
like on the hell, with the propellers in your mouth.
Here's my thing about Lil Wayne, right? Lil Wayne and his hits, right? Because I've been going through a whole bunch of Lil Wayne music, right? Is it the mixtape shit that we absolutely love, or is his actual hits that we actually love?
All right, so the thing about Lil Wayne
is the mixtapes. I like
you
the
see
mixtapes.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's like
I feel like it's the albums too, because the Carter 3, even the Carter 5 went crazy when he eventually dropped it. Like,
what's
like
your favorite Carter?
I say the. I'm not even gonna say it's my favorite Carter. I'm not even gonna say the Carter. I feel like my favorite Weezy album is the FWA, the one that Free Weezy album that he dropped. That a lot of people don't know about that one, but he had a lot of hits on that. I think it only released on Tidal. Yeah. That one is because the reason why I went with that one is because it was so versatile. I'm not gonna lie to you.
My favorite Weezy album is the Carter 2.
Carter 2? Is that the one with? Is that the one? I don't think that's the one with Blunt blowing. I don't think that's the one. I don't think that's the one with that. But I'm trying to think what songs on that album.
Carter 2.
Best Rapper. No.
Yes, it was. Best Rapper Alive.
Yeah, Best Rapper Alive was it, right?
Yeah.
That started the Carter 2. The Carter 2 is my favorite. Carter 2 is my favorite Weezy project, only because I think the Carter 2 was his introduction. Like, people didn't know that someone from the South like that could really, really spit. And he was on that album, he was just spitting. Like, it wasn't spitting, song creation. Like, he wasn't the phenomenon that he became. Like, that, like the Carter 2 was before he actually fucking exploded. Because don't forget, the Carter 3 is when Lollipop was on there, and he was top of the top after that. So the Carter 2, it would start at. If I tell anybody, if you want to like the Carter 2, go back and listen to the Carter 2. Like 18 songs on there, and you can listen to that from start to finish. Matter of fact, crazy part is the Carter 2 and my favorite mixtape from him is the Dedication 2, which is crazy.
Dedication 2, okay.
The Dedication and the Carter 2, both of those are that's my favorite mixtape from him. Even No Ceilings is a close. It's like one A and one B.
No Ceilings though.
But the Carter 2 is like my favorite project.
I think. Not to cut you off. I think he really he was before that. He was actually kind of known because he had the block is hot. We're that's something. He had different hits before that. Like
that was
I'm the fireman.
That was on the Carter 1. That was on the Carter 1. That's when he started.
The fireman was one of the first. Well, that's the ones that made me look at his back catalog. I was like, oh shit.
Don't forget that was the Carter 1. Carter 1, Fireman. But then when that Carter 2 dropped, it was a rap after that. My favorite T.I. album is King.
King, I know what you're talking about. But with T.I. albums, I don't know by the heart. I just know the tracks though. I could name T.I. tracks back to back. Like
my favorite T.I. song is "Why You Wanna."
Okay, I like
Why You Wanna Do.
That shit is so fire to me.
I like Mad. Like I like I'm Back. Illy. I like LA. It's like I forgot how to go, but it's like he just went crazy on it. And the things that big things popping, that's his hits. That's what I'm saying. He has hits by himself. Like
that's when ATL dropped. When ATL dropped, if T.I. had the game in the palm of his hand.
He was going crazy. Crazy, man. Yeah, I'm saying like, T.I. also got hits with Lil Wayne, so it's like that was gonna be dope. But with the Keisha Cole versus. I feel like it was gonna be funny. I don't know if you knew. OT Genesis did a remix to that.
I love that remix.
If they
he did. He did.
Yeah. If they brought him on the stage, that'd been funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. It would have been.
That was a dope. I enjoyed that remix. Like the Keisha Cole, but don't forget they got the E40 and Too Short coming.
Okay. E40 and Too Short is like that's not really like I didn't grow up really listening to them.
That's not.
You said E40 and Too Short.
Yeah, that's not our side of the country. That's the Bay Area. But
like we know like a lot of their hits and stuff, but we don't know like the.
See,
Them like in between songs.
yeah, but that's why even if you know, like, cause I actually listen to East Short and I listen to I mean Too Short, East Short. I listen to Too Short and E40 because like I just go through, like, if you listen like different genres or different regions have different music. So down south like Midwest Texas, the Memphis area, you know, you got MJG, 8 Ball, Bun B, Pimp
Yeah.
C, you know, you got like the J Princes and all that, the Chopped and Screwed, like their music, like we wouldn't, even if they did the verses
Mike
with their,
Jones.
you know, with their
Mike
region,
Jones, who?
yeah, they wouldn't really know.
Yeah.
LA has its own region. So this is more of a
Yeah.
Bay Area versus. And even if you go, don't forget, Too Short has like 20 albums.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I know of Too Short. If I hear a song, I'm probably gonna know his song. But I can't name none of his songs on top of my head. That's like, I'm not gonna lie. I know of Too Short
I
though.
go on
But
and on.
see,
They're-
that's a 2K.
See,
That was a
Yeah.
2K at one point.
they're like gods of like their area, of their region.
Yeah.
Like, so it's certain gods of their region. And then
Mhm.
you have certain gods that branch across every region. But of their region, they're like the gods of their actual region. Like what Jadakiss and Fab was to us,
Mhm.
it's pretty much what E40 and Too Short is to them. Because
Okay.
don't forget, we know all the Friday freestyles. We know all
Mhm.
the Fab shit he was dropping. We know all the
Okay.
Jadakiss shit we was dropping. So all that shit is home. Like, that's home field. You remember that? You remember
Mhm.
that Hot 97, Power 105 when
Mhm.
home field. You know that's for them. So when it comes to
Yeah.
them, it's just a home game for them. It's the home game from the Bay Area. So even if you don't know, you can tune in. You be like, oh shit, they had some heat. They
Nah,
had some
yeah. If
fire. They
you
had some juice.
go through the comments and all that,
Yeah, you have to go
you
because
definitely
it's
find
like
out.
from that area, and I think it's dope that they're going to different areas to do it. And but of course, certain artists span across of the
Mhm.
whole region. But when it comes to this, I think like everybody's like, oh, I'm not gonna watch it. That's only because we over here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Don't forget,
But
Oakland,
everybody on the West Coast watching that shit.
hype as hell. Everybody in the West Coast hype as hell because you like, and it's like the only thing about it when they did the DMX and Snoop, that was two coasts joining together, so everyone was intrigued because Snoop crossed all
Yeah.
things, DMX crossed all things. We was doing it because even
Mhm.
if you talk to different artists or different people from different regions, their inspirations and their motivations is different artists from that typical region. So it crosses and expand. Like Andre 3000. We all love Andre 3000. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you go to Atlanta, you go down south, Andre 3000 is God down there.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I'm
Yeah.
yeah,
saying?
like speaking of Atlanta, sheesh.
Like
Atlanta.
you can't go there and disrespect. I dare you to go to the Bay Area and be like, nah, fuck E40, fuck Too Short. It'll light your ass
Oh
up there.
nah.
Fuck you
Yeah.
mean? You know what I
Instantly.
mean?
You seen
Uh,
that? You seen that like hip hop
Yay,
documentary with
yay
Too Short?
area, yay
Yeah.
area. And don't look, they got, cause don't forget, they were before the whole like this digital thing is different. This digital music, digital streaming is different. Don't forget the Master P area, the Too Short area, all this other. They were selling CDs out their trunk. They was making a living selling these CDs out their trunk. They were pushing their culture, their lingo, their everything, their vibe, their fashion outside this. E40 damn near got his own conversation. Like the way he talks
Yeah.
is his own. That
Yeah.
shit is so fire to me. Like I'm an E40 fan only because I get like listening to different music from different regions. You get an idea of the style. Think about it. Remember when Chief Keef came out with the drill music?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chief
That
Keef,
was
Lil
all
Herb.
Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
yeah.
and
Chief Keef. Huh?
and now look at it. Drill music is everywhere. New York is doing drill
Yeah.
music. Fucking
Mm-hmm.
Japan is doing drill music.
You
England is doing
the whole
drill music.
UK. Yeah.
That shit is that's shout out to Chief Keef. That's Chicago.
Yeah.
That's all Chicago. Soldier Boy
Yeah.
came out, the dance craze, that down south
Yeah.
shit, that shit spanned everywhere. So it's all about the
Everybody
reach.
doing dance videos.
Even if you even if you look at fashion, when you look at fashion, different areas got different type of fashion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
But
saying? So
you know, crazy about fashion. A lot of people say that like New York is like they start the fashion thing. Like if New York catches it, it slowly goes down. But I think that everybody has a different styles. Like when
Yeah,
it comes to
everyone
fashion,
has a
like
different style.
yeah, everybody has a different styles. Like the suits that Dapper Dan was wearing, I don't know if I would wear. You feel me? So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's, I'm
look,
not a suit.
Honestly, I spent some time in you know in Maryland. You know they have their in the DC, like they have their own style. Like I be telling them all about New York style. They be like so like we like the area itself like that brings out its own style.
but you know, you
Each
still know the
area,
crazy.
each even New Jersey, Pennsylvania, like
You still know
as
the
you go down,
crazy.
like they
You
all
still
have
know
their
the
own.
crazy part about it is, out
But
of everybody's style, everything still gets approved or valid from the New York culture.
from New York,
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
Like New
saying?
York, I don't know. I'm not.
you said you can have your style, but it's us that make it popular.
Yeah, it's us that make it. It's us that make it valid.
I don't
Even when
want to
it,
say.
Yeah,
no, it's true. Think about it. Like even when it comes to music, you still gotta fly to New York to get a deal.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, like it is definitely true. Like, but that's what I said. They got their own style, so I don't, that's what I say. Some of them they do have their own style, but I'm not gonna lie to you. You're right. New York, they got it.
they
Like
still got to come
if
here.
it's
Think about it.
not yeah, Harlem, we start the Harlem. If it's not Harlem, it's not Brooklyn, it's not the Bronx, it's not
If
Queens.
we
It's like
New York, like we still, and it may be people may not think like it may be sometimes we don't. They may think we don't control it because everybody else, the media thing and everything else goes on. Even
mhm.
think
Especially
about it.
social media.
Yeah, social media and everything else, but everything gets validated in New York. Like no matter how much y'all try to discredit us, we certify the culture. We certify lingo. We certify like when everybody starts saying cap,
I think
it
that started
got
Atlanta though.
it started in Atlanta, but where did it get validified at? In New York. When we
Yeah,
start
everybody.
saying, yo, that
You,
shit cap,
you said it
that
got valid here.
now it got valid here. And now people be like, yo, that shit is Atlanta. Now see, no, you look, I think it started in Atlanta. Yeah,
Mhm.
probably started in Atlanta, but that cap shit, you know where it started at. When it comes to Tim's, we wear that shit. When Nelly in my Air Force Ones. That's a Harlem shit. Niggas was wearing Air
Mhm.
Force Ones in Harlem. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You read the Dapper Dan shit, all the Gucci shit. That shit started in Harlem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Harlem, if Harlem started like a lot of it. Like you don't see people in Harlem wearing it. It's like
People
that's what I'm
go,
saying.
oh
You go
look,
to
all these gold chains. Slick Rick, the GOAT,
Slick
started all
Rick.
these. Like it's like it gets validated. Validation of anything comes through New York, and it probably comes through LA as well. But LA got their own shit. But you know, if they doing it, they doing it. Look at Jay-Z. All this look. The goat of the rap game comes from New York City, and we can
I could
argue.
I could argue that.
I'm gonna tell you. Listen,
Oh,
your
I could
top
who
argue
you
that.
got as the
three.
goat?
Look. Four of your top five, dead or alive, comes from New York City.
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. Yes. It's
Now,
possible. But I
look possible. It's just what it is. And here's the point. Like Jay Z's GOAT status is actually like at this point. If you can tell me why he's not the GOAT, I can tell you
I'll
why
tell you.
he is.
I'll tell you where Jay Z to go at. Jay Z to go at like the business side of things, like the money wise, like he's the goat at that. Don't get me wrong. He's amazing
Yeah,
at that. When it comes to the rap game, don't get he yeah, I give him respect. He did do numbers in the rap game, all that when it comes to rapping. But when it comes down to like changing the game and influencing the whole game, Lil Wayne got it.
Little Wayne influenced this era, but I can prove this to you, and I'm gonna prove this to you the music, and I'm gonna prove to you
everybody
how.
like he is this era
No, but
too.
wait. He look he's this era. Um, the 2010 era, Lil Wayne has influenced it. But I'm gonna tell you why. And if you know music, you understand why. Again, New York has a stamp on Lil Wayne's style, and this is the reason why he has music. When Lil Wayne was first, I'm gonna prove to you. When Lil Wayne was first rapping, G's a DJ, so he knows this. When it goes to the beat, what is it called? The BPI or the BPM?
Yeah, BPM.
Yeah, the BPM.
The BPM, right?
Yeah.
Down south BPM has always been faster than the New York BPM, even when you go to music, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Lil Wayne,
yeah, I can see that.
Lil Wayne, if you pay attention to the music, Lil Wayne changed his BPM when he changed his BPM when, and this is why I say people can say Lil Wayne is the most influenced rapper of all time, but Dipset and Cameron he changed his BPM when he came up, when he started hanging around Cameron, Jim Jones, and Jewels. He started rapping on the BPM of Jewels and Cameron, and that when that slowed down his flow, that's when his whole flow and directory changed. Cameron is arguably one of the most influential rappers of actual all time. Hands down. We cannot deny it. We have to give this man his flowers before we do it, and you can do it. Now, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why Jay-Z is actually the GOAT. When it comes to longevity, when it comes to style, when it comes to changing the game, when it comes to the actual blueprint of success and longevity inside the game, Jay-Z literally has it.
All right, let me argue that Cameron and them Dipset, I pay my respect. They did an amazing job. Like I wanted to wear pink because of Cameron. Like you had pink everything. Like everything was pink. But I'm just saying, when it comes down to it though, Lil Wayne, if you even this generation, like the GOAT of this quote unquote the hottest rapper of this generation is probably like Drake. That's what everybody says. Drake is the hottest right now. He was under Lil Wayne. He was really watching Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne had and the reason why you probably say, oh, he changed the BPM all that. Lil Wayne's a hard worker. He had a studio in his tour bus, so he was literally working all the time. So basically,
everybody had a studio in their tour bus.
But you understand that literally he had tapes. Like Drake could explain it more than I could explain.
Okay,
like,
wait. So you ever heard the Jewels and Lil Wayne mixtape?
Yeah, I heard.
Okay. Does that mixtape sound like Lil Wayne rapping, or does it sound like a Jewel's New York influence mixtape?
I heard of the mixtape, but I can't remember it right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna.
That shit is a New York flavored Dipset mixtape.
I mean, I could only say because like as a take it from a DJ, like we were saying about how he slowed down the BPM. He was like for the DJs watching and listening. Like he was rapping at like around like 90 to 105. And then he changed that because like a lot of that New York was around like 75 to 85 like BPM.
And it everything slowed down. And now you can actually understand what he was saying. Like you like, oh, Lil Wayne is actually nice. That's that Jewels. Now, I'm not saying Lil Wayne is not a GOAT, because Lil Wayne hasn't everybody from. So when we go talk music, when it comes to the most influential rappers, it's a lot of people that's super influential that I feel don't get the respect. Like I said, Cameron don't get the respect he deserves. Lil Wayne gets his respect. Soulja Boy needs his respect. Chief Keef.
Soulja Boy going hard for that.
See my respect.
Chief Keef needs his respect. There's a lot of rappers that has influence. Kanye needs his respect when it comes to influence in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes to the only reason I won't put Lil Wayne as the GOAT is because longevity counts to me.
All right, so look, I understand what you're saying. But I definitely hear you out. Lil Wayne is still dropping albums to this day. Literally, he's dropping back-to-back hits, like still to this day. Like it's nothing you're not gonna probably hear on the radio, but it's still gonna hit his numbers. Everybody, like think about Lil Wayne. You ask anybody who's one of their inspirations, they're gonna say Lil Wayne. If you ask anybody, literally, I think the whole. I'm not even gonna. Literally, I'm not gonna say the years, but I've had the 2010 decade, like straight feature. It wasn't if Lil Wayne wasn't featured on the song, it was be hard to be on the radio. I'm not gonna lie to you. Everything was
you needed that Lil Wayne. You need that Lil Wayne, that cosign.
So we can say the same thing about T-Pain.
Nah, you can't
That
say that. Nah.
T-Pain
Listen,
cosign? I
so
don't know.
look,
T-Pain's a GOAT,
listen,
but he
I don't know about
listen.
T-Pain.
If we talking music and on features on everything, T-Pain was on every hit for like 10 years straight.
10 years.
don't get me wrong, T-Pain got his list of hits. But when it
T-Pain got
comes
his
to
list
little,
though.
yeah, he got his list. He got his list. But when it come down to hits that the hit at the radio plays, Lil Wayne. If Lil Wayne was in his generation with technology and all the little apps and stuff like that, he probably would have broke a lot of records. I'm not gonna lie to you. If that generation was a switch to our generation, he would have.
What
Because
T-Pain would have been on TikTok. You know,
yeah, T-Pain would have been TikTok.
Well, technology changed the game per se. This is the only thing. This is my only thing. Not about
numbers wise, I think.
Yeah, number wise, all numbers
He
are
got them
inflated.
numbers up quick. Yeah,
Numbers are inflated right now. So we go under. So we go under the Lil Wayne tree, right? You got Drake, Nicki Minaj under the Lil Wayne tree, right?
All right, let me not cut you. Those are people that was signing Young Money. If you go under the Drake, if you go under the Lil Wayne tree, there's the Drake, the Nicki Minaj, even Young Thugs that you looked up to Lil Wayne. You feel me? The little babies. That list goes forever. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Does that still compare to the to the Jay-Z Rockefeller tree?
I give Jay-Z his credit. I give Jay-Z his credit. Business wise, the rap game. But I'm just saying, like, literally, when it comes down to the lyrics and it comes down to flows, you at least one song out on the radio, you're gonna hear one Lil Wayne flow or something that Lil Wayne did.
Is Lil Wayne lyrical or is he witty?
I feel like he's lyrical too. He's lyrical. I feel like he's lyrical.
I feel it's more wit than lyrical. Like, I feel T.I. isn't lyrical at all. I feel he's just T.I.'s not a lyricist. I think he's not. You can't compare. Okay, so I feel T.I.
I think a lot of Lil Wayne's bars were like, it's when I was first hearing him, I was like, yo, did he just? I gotta like rewind it. I
think it's wit.
Nah, he's lyrical because look, you could go back to it. Like literally to this day, he even said.
I think it's more lyrical. I think it's more lyrical, man.
Him like, and Eminem had an interview.
His pen is dope.
So look, him and Eminem had an interview. He literally said they both said it. They literally gotta go back to the old track to see if they said something, a line that they said. Like they had to literally search it up on Google to see if they said this line. Literally, Lil Wayne he's amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No. I am a Lil Wayne fan, hands down, no debating. I listen. If you know anybody that knows me before everybody was on Lil Wayne, I was bumping Lil Wayne hard. But when we had the PSPs, I was bumping Lil Wayne. Before anybody was bumping this. Now
you got 6 songs on there.
Look, we talking about the GOAT argument. You're saying little GOAT, like GOAT status, Lil Wayne GOAT status.
You gotta look at it like the name.
It's hard. It's hard to tell GOAT status.
So look,
I think you can't. I think you cannot move Jay-Z out of the GOAT spot.
All right, don't get me wrong. Jay-Z's top 5, top 10. You feel me?
Number 1.
Literally, but the reason I'm saying he's not number 1 because look at the list that Lil Wayne has. Lil Wayne has. I'm gonna continue going. Lil Uzi Vert. He has the NBA YoungBoys. He has the Lil Babies. He has the Young Thugs.
I wouldn't. So you saying that? So let's go under, like I said, the Rockefeller tree, right?
You go under.
Now I can do one stop. I can just go Kanye and then drop everybody under that tree. You got Kanye, you got Big Sean, you got Pusha T, you got Saha the Prince, you got Kid Cudi, you got Tiana Taylor. Now, if we're going through, look, Kanye alone pretty much tops everybody that's under the Lil Wayne tree. Damn near possibly tops Lil Wayne in just iconic status.
So is it quality over quantity?
Yeah, that's the.
But I didn't name Memphis Bleak. I didn't name Benny Siegel. I didn't name. I didn't go through that aspect of actual artists of doing it. Now the reason I'm saying the reason I won't put Lil Wayne in GOAT status because technically Lil Wayne wasn't even his own boss. Lil Wayne, you was boss under somebody else.
All right, that's why I told you, Lil Wayne business, Jay-Z business wise, he got it. But when it comes down to actually being the GOAT and influencing the generation, it's Lil Wayne is like, I'm not even going. I feel like I'll be disrespecting Lil Wayne. No, I'm not going.
No, this generation, Lil Wayne is I will say, look, this drug influenced rap generation, like this drug influenced, like I rap and I'm high when I rap and I sip syrup when I rap and I feel like I'm dying when I'm rap and this I overdosed on everything. Lil Wayne, this is Lil Wayne. Okay, we are no longer in the Lil Wayne era at the moment. We're shifting into the Drake era at the moment.
All right, so yeah, it's a Drake era. But look, Lil Wayne literally took all them hits that everybody was making. So you see, like you said, T-Pain had a lot of hits, but I'm not gonna say he did it to T-Pain songs, but he did it to like almost everybody song that was a hit, like on his all his Sorry for the Waits and all that. Like it literally.
Yeah. I get the mixtapes. I get the mixtapes, but if we go mixtape for mixtape,
mixtapes are amazing.
If we go mixtape for mixtape, you can principally throw Fab up there. You can throw Wiz up there. It's a whole bunch of people mixtape for mixtape. We can throw up there. When it comes to mixtape,
I'm not gonna lie.
Do you feel Lil Wayne has more hits than Jay-Z?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I feel it so. I definitely do.
You don't.
I definitely do. I feel
I'm trying to think because Lil Wayne got a lot of hits, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like Jay-Z also got a lot of, but Jay-Z also has a lot of hits.
How many classic albums does Lil Wayne have?
Yeah, the Carter 3, the Carter 2, the Carter 4. Literally Carter. I feel like the Carter. You gotta understand that.
Is it classic because Lil Wayne dropped it, or is it Lil Wayne classic?
It's a Lil Wayne classic. Like literally.
When the last time you listened to a song from the Carter 4?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's probably Abortion. I don't know if Abortion's on the Carter 4 or Blunt. I forgot what songs is on the Carter 4. I can't really name the songs of the Carter 4, but trust me, I listen to Lil Wayne, so it's like I just be listening to the track.
It could be a generational thing we're going through right now. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta understand that Lil Wayne. Like literally, nowadays rapper, they be rapping regular, but they don't realize that Lil Wayne did that flow like 10, 20 years ago. You understand what I'm saying?
I get the change of flows. I get all that. Like I'm not denying Lil Wayne. If you say Lil Wayne is top 5, I will not have an argument with you.
He did it for like 20 plus years now. I think it's 20 plus years now.
Okay, so Lil Wayne won't be if we go south, arguably, Lil Wayne is not even the number 1 in the South. You will give that to Andre 3000.
Don't do that. Don't do it. No disrespect to Andre 3000, but Lil Wayne, you gotta understand.
Lil Wayne isn't more lyrical.
It's definitely
it's a generational thing. Like Lil Wayne is nowhere near the lyrical ability of Andre 3000. The creativity of Andre 3000.
You gotta understand that Lil Wayne, it was him and Eminem that was the literally Eminem came up with that crowd. It was them two that was up there. Like when it comes to lyrics, it was them two that was going. Everybody you listen to probably right now, and probably even before, I had Lil Wayne flows.
To hear the truth, I actually don't listen to the NBA Young Boys and all this other shit. Like I don't that shit doesn't even like it doesn't even.
I listen to it. I understand what you're saying.
You're a DJ, so you listen to everything else, and that's why I say it's a generational thing. Like I hear you with the Lil Wayne everything. Like I say again, I'm a Lil Wayne fan, but I can't. And when it comes to GOATs, when it comes to the number 1 rapper, like even if you ask anybody their list of the greatest, you ask rappers their list of who's the greatest rapper of all time, 90% is gonna say Jay-Z.
They're gonna say Lil Wayne because literally I'm watching nowadays interviews. They say like they always if they bring up features or anything, Lil Wayne. Like you want
of course they're gonna like the young rappers are going to say Lil Wayne. Because, like, okay, think about, okay, we go into the basketball sense. You ask
Yeah,
old
somebody
people
go
that,
to.
you watch old people that watch basketball, they're gonna say Jordan is the GOAT, hands down.
Say
If you ask people that
Jordan.
watch basketball at this age, the LeBron Jordan argument is a generational thing. We watch on ESPN, we watch it on TV. Now we may say LeBron because we've seen LeBron play. Like
But you gotta.
we've watched LeBron play. You've never seen Jordan. You've never seen Jordan play. But if you go into a barbershop and you ask an old barber, and you be like, "Yo, LeBron better than Jordan. He may choke you." Fuck you mean?
So look, I understand what you're definitely saying, but when it comes down to like that, even to that argument, like everybody, no disrespect to Michael Jordan, but everybody say, "Oh, the rings thing, the rings." But I'm not even gonna lie to you. If LeBron, or even that's what I'm saying, that's like this generation of athletes is better than that generation. No disrespect to that.
They're more they're more athletic. Like it's.
Nah, the training is all that is better too. Like
that's what I'm saying. Literally comes down to technology.
The high schoolers now are better than pros before. Like,
no, exactly. But I'll flip it. We can do it.
Zach LaVine is doing Vince Carter dunks in the layup line.
Okay, so look. So I understand. Okay, the Zach LaVine. I understand the Zach LaVine thing. He's doing dunks. He's doing this. But Zach LaVine will never be able to play in the Vince Carter era because technically he's too soft.
Everybody says
So I gotta think about that. Because I was just talking about this like with somebody else. Like when people were saying like a lot of stuff, because I'm in the middle of you guys right now. You know, he's a little bit older than me. I'm a little bit older than you.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to like this era being soft, I think like everyone still competes. But you remember, Des, you remember that one person that you playing that always foul you. That's the easiest person to bust. The person who don't know how to move their feet. All they want to do is reach and like hand check and all that. That's the easiest person. That's the easiest person.
I used to love
beat. Right.
Here's the thing. Look, here's the thing. Okay, so now you can pick and choose the different athletes that you can move in different eras. Like you can move LeBron in a different era. You can put Shaq in any different era. You can put
I would say imagine these step backs. Imagine these step backs in the 90s. Imagine if they was doing step backs in the 90s.
How can you step back when they was hand checking?
All right,
you could step back with a hand check.
You can't. You can hand check and slap the shit out of. Don't forget, Chris Childs hit Kobe with a 2-piece and wasn't ejected.
All right, so I understand what you're coming from. I understand what you're saying. Shaq, hands down, if Shaq was in any generation, Shaq would demolish it. Like anybody would have a problem with him. Like, cause Shaq is just he's unbelievable. That's Shaq.
Yeah, that's my thing. It's only a few players I'm only giving you that can move into play in any era.
All right, no, so look, no disrespect to Iverson, and no disrespect to Michael Jordan, but you gotta understand that. No disrespect to that generation. We clarify that. You feel me? I was inspired by them too. So basically, look, that crossover that on the young AI hit Michael Jordan with, Kevin Durant is doing that. Even he's 7 feet. He's a 7 feet point guard.
Here's my thing. This is my thing. And I said only certain players can move to generationals. You said Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine, you cannot move him to any era.
No, I didn't. So look, Zach LaVine, I didn't say he could. I don't know if he could play in any generation. But
I'm telling you for a fact. Look, I tell him this to his face.
I think Zach LaVine could be like a Sean Kemp.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Zach LaVine could be like a Sean Kemp, man.
Fuck you can.
I'm not gonna. All right, so look, the thing about Zach LaVine, I feel like Zach LaVine, if he was in the dunk competition back then, he will win over his layup line.
So Zach LaVine in the dunk contest, he's beating young Jordan and young Dominique.
All right, see now, let's go into this conversation because look, that's like I said, no disrespect to that generation. I gotta keep knowing that. No disrespect
Aaron
to that.
Gordon would wash all of them. You've seen that one.
You see how freaking Vince threw the windmill inside the free throw line. Zach LaVine is floating like he's flying and then dunks it. It looked like he barely did anything.
So you're saying that so let's move Jordan, let's move Dominique, let's move Magic into this era when you can't be touched. They're averaging 40 and 15.
No, they're not.
Okay, who's literally guarding? Who's guarding? You can't touch a player.
If you name 5 players, if you name your 5,
but the players are better on defense, though. That's what I'm saying. Like the team defense.
Team defense isn't better. It's only better because you can't touch nobody. It's not a one thing.
That's the thing. You have to touch people to steal the ball.
Okay. Look, here's the thing it was physical. Cause think about it. When you was at the park and you was playing young, you was young at the park and you was playing with older guys, they'll smack the shit out you.
Yeah.
You was tough because the contact. You was like, oh, hold up, the contact. This is street ball.
You still get hit. You still get hit nowadays.
Look.
I just go to the line more.
Listen, you telling me right now, Rasheed Wallace moved to this generation. Rasheed Wallace is gonna cook anybody. You can't touch me.
Quick question. Rasheed Wallace is like 6'11", right?
Yes.
Kevin Durant will violate. No disrespect to Rasheed Wallace. Kevin Durant
listen, Kevin Durant can play in the era. You can't Anthony Davis can probably play in the era. He's too soft to me, and I'm an Anthony Davis fan. Think about it. All that posting up shit. You can't. Like, you're not posting up in the paint like that.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nah, he's taking you off the dribble from the 3.
And the 3-point is good. Literally.
You can't you can't really you out like Penny Hardaway in this era. Who's stopping Penny in this era? You can't touch him. Dame Lillard's not.
I'm saying but saying you gotta compare like Penny to like these guards now. These Ja Morant. Like Russell Westbrook, these guards now.
How tall was Penny?
Like 6'3".
Penny was 6'7". Nah, Penny.
Oh, he's 6'7".
Penny was tall, right?
So as you can see, now we're talking about generational things. That's why I said there's only a few players. You can put Durant, you can put LeBron, you probably can put AD in any. You can drop them in any era and watch them. Shaq, Kobe, Jordan, Magic, Kareem. You can put them in any era, but the rules of everything is different. That's why we're talking this era. When it comes to the digital era, everything is digital. When it comes to music, of course, Lil Uzi Vert, NBA YoungBoy, all this music, like their numbers is going to be inflated and high because everything kids is accessible to music. Don't forget, we was growing up, we had music. We had to go buy 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying from the ad.
Yeah.
We had to go buy the album.
I had a CD player. I had a CD player too.
The LimeWire.
So just because your numbers are inflated and your numbers are such and such, that think about it. Steph Curry's gonna go down. Steph Curry, most of these shooters are gonna go down as some of the greatest shooters of all time. Because
Steph Curry's the greatest shooter of all time.
Steph Curry's the greatest shooter of all time. Steph Curry, Clay, pretty much great shooters of all time. Now, most of these, think about it. Zach LaVine may have more 3-pointers than Reggie Miller, but no one's ever going to say he's a better shooter than Reggie Miller.
All right. Yeah. I understand what you're saying, but you gotta understand. Look at that generation. No disrespect to Del Curry, but if Del Curry probably wouldn't be playing in the NBA when he was on the Toronto Raptors and he was just being a spot-up shooter. I don't think Del Curry would be playing in the NBA with the player that's playing now.
I feel Del Curry will be playing this era because think about it, if you can shoot, you in this era, if you can shoot,
unless he's shooting like Duncan Robinson or something.
There's centers
shooting like Duncan.
I'm not gonna lie, there's centers nowadays shooting better than some of y'all point guards.
You seen Bol, man?
Because here's the thing, that wasn't the 3-point shot wasn't the shot in the 3-point area. Don't forget, you actually had to guard. Look at how many guards in the NBA or players that don't guard. It's a bunch of guards that are trash guarding.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. Steph Curry don't stick defense. Like he gets steals and stuff like that.
It's guard.
But Steph Curry,
you gotta guard him. That's what I be like, yo.
He's gonna drop 90 on you.
You gotta guard me.
But
I was saying about like a lot of the stuff with this era in the NBA. It's team defense now. It's not we just gonna go ISO and I'm gonna let you cook me. I'm gonna leave you to my big man. He's gonna
listen. Okay, and look, I get this, but. Look, are you willing to do a pick and roll with Jordan and put a big man on Jordan? Are you seriously going to do that in your right mind?
I feel like it'll be worse. It'll be worse. I feel like it'll be worse. You putting a big man on Kevin Durant than Jordan. I feel like Kevin Durant is a better scorer than Michael Jordan.
Kevin Durant is one of the best scorers in the league, but that's still like that's still Jordan. Like it was like you're gonna do pick and roll with AI.
Yeah.
I mean, the pick and roll itself. The pick and roll itself. You can
look,
pick and roll in any era.
But here's the thing. You're talking team. You're talking actually team defense, right? So we're playing a game where the floor is more spaced out. You want a more okay. So your big is shooting a three, right? So therefore, your big is sticking your big out of the wing. So you want an open lane when Iverson has the ball.
I was saying, like, I think if they was playing in this era, they would shoot more threes too. Like they wouldn't. Like people wasn't shooting threes because I believe it wasn't the trend.
Yeah, but
once the trend became,
I feel their numbers are gonna be crazy. Like their numbers is gonna be so crazy. Like it's gonna actually like you're gonna be like, hold up, why their numbers are so dumb?
Like you don't think people would figure out ways to stop them though? Because people figure out ways to. You see Harden done scored. Didn't he go on a streak of like 30 games, averaging 30?
But here's the thing. Okay, it's Harden getting them calls in the 90s. If you go look, if 80s and 90s,
nah, he's not getting them calls in the 90s.
Listen, if
Jordan was playing in this era, he would be like a Harden.
But look, his numbers.
Like a Harden who played defense a little bit.
Like, look, imagine how many free throws he would actually get.
I'm not gonna lie, you're kind of taking away the because everybody does it. They say, "Oh, Harden, buckets over fouls, because he has a couple 4-point plays that everybody sees."
No.
Harden is nasty.
No, here's the thing. I'm not taking away from Harden. But we're not gonna say the fact that he shoots 20 free throws a game.
All right.
That's what we not. So if you have a 45-point game and you went 18 for 20 from the free throw line, that means you got 10 fouls called.
That just mean you know how to finesse the refs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, you got to give him credit.
But here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying.
Oh yeah, the refs in the 90s would have been like, nah, you better.
You wasn't getting them calls. And many slaps and stuff. You was getting. Listen, you could have drove to the lane and took and clean out the air, and it was just gameplay. Keep going.
Like play on.
You don't even know if somebody.
You gotta hit them back.
You gotta understand.
If you drive to the lane and they think somebody hit you, the whistle is blown. Don't forget, Marcus Smart is flopping all over the floor. Everybody's flopping now because I'm gonna get the foul call. It wasn't no flopping in the 90s. I'm not saying these players are great. I'm saying the rule changes are different. So when I say the rule changes are absolutely different, like even when we come to music, don't forget Jay-Z dropped Reasonable Dice in the 90s and it went diamond.
Yeah.
So here, this is what
we was buying CDs.
Okay.
So this is what I say too. This is why I say too about like the development of talent between like the basketball players like back then and the basketball players now. I think like with the rule changes, like what it did, all it did was it let the offensive player play without the like fear of getting hurt. Like it was I can go to the basket and I know that guy's not gonna like clothesline me or like. And I want to look at old 90s films and stuff.
Listen,
I know they were still being called. I know there were still fouls being called.
Look, think about it now.
I know they wasn't just like out here throwing.
No, but think about that. It's okay in the 90s, 80s, it was a defensive game. Now it's an offensive game. Don't forget, if you go to NBA TV and you watch all these finals games, the score was like 83 to like 78. Now you're not getting no 83 to 78 game. You getting 127 to 115s. Like it's if
I
you
some 3-pointers.
Yeah. Don't forget
shooting from half court.
Don't forget the Rockets and Golden. The Rockets and think about it. Every season, a new team is setting a record or in a game for 3-point attempts.
Steph Curry's the changer.
Harden probably got more 3-point attempts than teams got than a full team got in the 90s because the game has changed.
No,
that's why we say back we go. So even if we go to most influential, so like even if we go to football, I don't know if y'all know football or not. We can say Michael Vick is probably the most influential quarterback of all time, hands down. But we won't say he's the greatest of all time. Now, I will
To
give
the
you
championships.
I will give you Lil Wayne is the it's not even about, I wouldn't even say championships. Like they say championships when I think the rings is an argument when we're talking talent influential wise. So
Yeah,
you say Lil Wayne is the most influential rapper of all time.
yeah,
I typically got no argument with you. I cannot
yeah.
deny that.
That's yeah.
Now, if we saying he's the greatest of all time, I'm gonna the most influential. I give you Lil Wayne. He's babied a whole fucking generation.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel as if like you gotta understand that he had a bigger impact than a lot. Like if it wasn't for Lil Wayne, there wouldn't be a lot of rappers. So that's why I give him the credit of doubt that he's the greatest rapper of all time. He puts the work in. He does. He made a whole rest in peace Kobe. He made a whole song about Kobe. Literally.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, there's so many other.
Fab made a rest in peace song about Kobe. That'll make you go.
No, he didn't make a rest in peace song. He made a song about Kobe back in '07. I think it was '07, like around that time when Kobe was still playing. So I'm just saying, and that it still lives to this day. Literally, he just did I think it was the BET Awards. He did a show for, and Lil Wayne performed it. It was a virtual show. So I'm just saying, it's Lil Wayne.
Most influential. I give you go greatest of all time. I won't.
That's why I say Jay-Z business wise, he did his numbers in music. He did his numbers business wise. But when it comes down to go, I gotta go with Lil Wayne because literally
it's just
like
a generational difference. Look, Lil Wayne. It's hard for Lil Wayne to be in my top five.
We're not gonna come to a compromise.
It's hard for Lil Wayne to be.
We're not gonna come to a compromise.
If we say top five greatest of all time,
let's do top five. Top five, no order.
Top five, no order for me or for everybody?
For you, I do my top five. You do your top five.
Top five, no order.
I'm not gonna say top five because top five is my top five, is the ones I listen to. So top five.
Yeah,
no order.
What you listen to?
Oh, what I listen to.
Top five. Yeah, top five. What
are we going? Are we going top five? What we listen to right now, or top five dead or alive? Because my top five dead or alive is different from what I'm listening to right now.
Yeah, my top five right now is different from.
All right, so right now, because we want to listen to we want the people to hear like what motivates you to.
You
top five right now. What you listen to? So we about to hear some interesting names.
All right, so so look, top five. Hands down, I gotta put my brother in my top five. Mason Stews, I gotta put him in the top five. You feel me? My brother,
There you go.
So and then like if we going both genres, because I have another brother.
It don't matter.
Like,
go ahead.
Jamaican artist.
Go ahead. Yeah.
You feel me? So Vontae is a Jamaican artist. That's two already. But when it comes down to like even like the other rappers and stuff like that, I listen to Rowdy a lot. I listen to A Boogie. I listen to Lil Baby, the Lil Waynes. I was listening to Lil Durk. I listen to almost every rapper.
It's like seven, man. You got three more people. You got to fit three people in that.
3 people. That's what I'm saying.
Three people. You got your 2 brothers, and you got 3 people.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. He's gonna be in the back. Yo, he's gonna. I should look when I'm actually up there. He's gonna put me in so much beef with these other rappers and these other artists. Like, yo, you put me in top five. What's going on? But no, I have to listen to right now. If you go through my thing, it's probably.
Yeah, this is just what you listen to right now in 2020. You know what you're gonna be listening to in 2022 is gonna be different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's the thing about the artists that I listen to. It's like I listen to them by the mood. I listen. YoungBoy's on that list. But YoungBoy's on that list because YoungBoy he dropped 3 different albums. And it's like 3. I'm not gonna say 3 different sounds, but for me, he dropped 6 projects this whole year. So YoungBoy, A Boogie, Lil Baby.
Okay.
Top 5.
Boogie, Lil Baby. Go ahead. Top.
Right top now, Griselda, Royce the 5'9", Freddie Gibbs, Joe Buttons, and who else I've been listening a lot to? It's another artist. It's a toss-up. I've been listening to a lot of Freddie Gibbs, though. Freddie Gibbs is nasty.
Freddie Gibbs is nasty.
I said Freddie Gibbs. I said Joe Buttons. I said Royce the 5'9". I said Griselda. How many is that?
Say it again. I believe that's 4.
I said
Might be 4.
Griselda,
Royce the
That's
5'9", Joe
2.
Buttons,
3.
Freddie Gibbs, and
What's the...
see, I've been listening to a lot of '90s R&B too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to.
What you got?
choose.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Trying to pick a pop.
Like,
You know,
like
because you know why? Like I just thought about like asking that question is because like we've been because of like how accessible music is now. We're consuming it like by our mood and not by like just the artist. Like before, we used to listen to music.
Oh no, you know my
like,
top
that's
5.
my favorite artist. Like that's what I listen to. Like now we listen by like mood.
My top 5. I've listened to a lot of Chef G and Sleepy Hollow.
Chef G and Sleepy Hollow. Yeah,
that's Brooklyn right there.
A lot of Chef.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of Chef G and Sleepy Hollow. So that's my top 5. Chef G, Sleepy Hollow, Freddie Gibbs, Joe Buttons, Royce the 5'9", Griselda.
Yeah, Chef G just dropped his album too. I like this album too.
Dropped it yesterday.
Yeah, so I like. I'm not gonna lie, I like this album. But if you go to New York, if you go to New York, I can have a top 5 of just New York itself, like the different artists that's coming out, like the Ron Suno. I gotta name Ron Suno because he messed with ShooterFam.
Yo,
so
Ron is dope, man. Ron is dope. Yeah.
Pinocchio, and he's doing his thing. So
He's
that's the Ron Suno.
We.
Yeah, you feel me?
That's the guy.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
It's
guy,
like. And then it's like different artists. Like New York has a top 5 by itself. Atlanta has a top 5 by itself. Like the Lil Baby, the Young Thugs, the Gunners.
There's so much talent out there, man. It's crazy how it's hard. It's hard to do a 5 now.
That's what I'm saying. You telling me to do a top 5 is a little bit hard for me. I'm like, give me a top 25. I'll do that. But it's like, you feel me? This is different nowadays.
Top 25, like.
I'm not gonna. I can name. I listen to a lot of music. Like I even go to. I go to the pop stars. You feel me? I go to Paramore. I don't know if you know Paramore is. You feel me? I go to I don't know and I listen to Sway Lee a lot. Sway Lee. I listen to all genres, like different.
Sway Lee's dope too.
That's when it comes to music, you set me up. I'm not gonna lie. I listen to a lot of artists.
All right, so look, I got a better one, and it's better related to ShooterFam.
What's up?
You're starting 5 NBA. Starting 5 in NBA.
Steph gotta be in it.
Your best point guard, your best shooting guard, your best small forward, power forward.
Look, you just put me in another predicament because I was growing up when I was hooping. Listen, when I was hooping, I was looking up. No, don't get me wrong. Steph Curry, I had a mad poster of Steph Curry around my room, but it was Steph Curry and Damian Lillard was in Kyrie. I was studying everybody. So basically, when it comes to Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, I could relate to one. I could relate to both of them because they're both underdogs and stuff like that. And Damian Lillard, you feel me? It was just I was watching Damian Lillard's workouts, watching Steph Curry work. So you putting me in a hard predicament. Like you name top 5 point guards, I could do that because literally every team has a point guard. That
guy got a point guard, man. Got a Murray coming up. Everybody coming up.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Top 5. So top 5 point guards.
All right, see that's better. Steph.
Here we go.
It's not in order. Steph, Damian Lillard, Damian Lillard. Not trying to make sure I don't miss nobody out. So I mean, I gotta make sure. Steph, Damian Lillard, Kyrie, hands down. I gotta put
3.
Russell in there.
That's 4.
I gotta put Russell in there. Who else is in the league that is an amazing point guard?
You got one more.
Yeah, this is tough.
And that's a Steph,
Harden.
Kyrie, Dame. It's hard on a point guard. It's hard on a point guard. So he's a shooting guard.
Harden's a shooting guard, but I'm not. He plays point.
That means you can put LeBron in there.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. So what do you think of a 5th one? Steph, the 5th one. I need a New York point guard, Kemba. Yeah,
well, he came from the BX, right?
Yeah, he's from the Bronx. Yeah,
South Bronx.
From the Bronx, yeah.
I gotta get New York in there. Ken Walker.
Man. That's good, man. Yo, I appreciate
That's a good 5. And though I would definitely do that 5 against anybody. That's a dope 5.
That's dope, man. Yo, I appreciate you, man. This was a dope ass interview.
Thank you, appreciate it.
It's dope. We definitely ran over. We definitely ran over the time.
Yeah,
How
nah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, probably did.
We always
we
do.
supposed to do an hour. We supposed to do an hour. Like we started at like 9:30. It's like almost 12 o'clock now.
Oh,
That's
you serious?
crazy.
You see how
Yeah.
see how rap and fashion and sports is just it
All
could go on
connected.
and on.
All connected, man.
Literally, that's what Dapper Dan said. That he said that when rap was on. He said music is on one side of the coin and fashion on the other side of the coin.
That's fact. So I want you to let everybody know where they can follow you at.
All right, so they could follow. My Instagram is ShooterFam_des. ShooterFam_DES. My Snapchat account is SF_DES. The website is ShooterFamClothing.com. So yeah.
Dang. ShooterFamClothing.com.
Man,
Yeah.
it's been a wonderful day, man. It's been bully season. I'm Showtime Bully. You know what it is. I got my main man G with me always. I appreciate you, G.
Yeah, son, we done figured out this Zoom shit.
Know what I mean?
Watch
So
out, man.
it's been a good show. Yo, can't wait. Shooter Fam drops tomorrow. That will be out.
The 18th. We gotta say the 18th.
It drops
Yeah,
on
because
December 18th.
they might be listening to this
later.
a little
Drop
later.
December 18th. All the info will be on the Misfit Mob page. It will be on the Showtime Bully page. It will be on SG the Prince page as well. Man, we appreciate everybody for listening and tuning in.
Shout out to Misfit Mob.
I appreciate you, Cam.
Yeah, shout out to Bully Season.
Gang,
Yeah,
gang,
Shout out to
gang.
Bully Season.
Yeah, let's go.
Shooter gang.
It's
been wonderful, man. God bless. Everybody have a good night. Yo, G, I work in the morning, okay?
All right, bet, Bear. So we out here. All right.